I specialize in the education and entertainment of 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 entertainment. Candy and the sun. Could you make me a woman? Showtime. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run go pump 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 some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy, dinner dinner din, such a sham, it tastes good, such a sham. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Surprise! Hip hop, bebop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop bop bop. Dance till you drop, hip hop, bebop. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun, just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. Little bit of nicotine doesn't mean that they don't love you.
Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad.
I know you're used to Lucy, but I run daggers for you. I'm in charge, daggers for you. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Go pump 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 some neurons. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Such a sham, such a sham. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run.
Should've never had a birthday, Dad.
Hip hop, bebop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop doesn't mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop bop bop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop. Bum 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 bum. Just a little bit of nicotine. The sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. Little bit of nicotine. Dinner dinner din doesn't mean that they don't love you. Entertainment of entertainment of entertainment of entertainment. When I'm in charge. Entertainment of entertainment of entertainment of entertainment of entertainment of entertainment. Don't fuss with me. It tastes good. Dinner dinner din. It tastes good. Pump 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 pump.
Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Birthday, Dad.
I know you're used to Lucy, but I run. Such a sham, such a sham. I'm in charge. I know you're used to Lucy, but I run.
Should've never had a birthday, Dad. Birthday, Dad, Dad, Dad. Birthday, Dad.
Yeah. Hip hop, bebop, dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop, mean that they don't love. Hip hop, bebop, bop bop bop. Dance till you drop. Hip hop, bebop, candy and the sun. Just a little bit of nicotine. Dinner dinner din. Just a little bit of nicotine. Cream in your sugar now. Little bit of nicotine doesn't mean that they don't love you. Well, that's all for today. Bye bye.
Well, hello everyone, and I saw your little thing right there. I saw your little thing, pillaging pay. Oh my goodness, you can't take this guy anywhere. I tell you, you know what? Probably as bad as his kids. Anyway, welcome to another Darachat. I have on the illustrious, the magnanimous, the bearded person thing, whatever you want to call him,
That guy.
SVG, Scottish Viking Gaming, or SVG, because it's just a lot quicker to say. Scottish Viking Gaming is sort of like that thing is like, and so the ingredients are Niclopilus Maxim. This is just soda and all that stuff. You don't. It's right reading those kind of nutrition things, but no. And of course, my name is Daramouthe, or Dara for short, because people they say Daramouthe a lot at times, and I'm a little worried people have lost their way and be able to do basic comprehension of the English language. But
It's
that's
fallen. It's fallen.
it has fallen. You know, I call it a illiterate literate. if that makes sense. You know,
Yes, it does.
I used to do
Those kind of people that want to ask you a question, you know?
Are you saying you want to ask me with a question, or how's this? No. You don't get
I'm
it
a
at all. It's like,
berserker.
it's like you don't get me at all. Uh, but yes, I had you on. Oh, what was it now? And it's been
Months
quite a
ago.
while. It's been months ago. Yeah, you're a fine, upstanding gentleman. Right now you're sort of down from the mountaintop to spread your love and cheer for us all. Don't
Make my
forget
head a
to
little bigger, you know?
there you go. Well, those are we call those brains.
Mm-hmm. You know, sometimes you just gotta
Just get a massage your brain. Got to massage your brain.
use your
You,
brain.
you know what? When you see those horror movies where they take the top of the skull off and you just see the brain and you see them
Yeah.
massage it, that's not what I want to go for. Anyway.
Good with a nice Chianti, you know?
Ugh, ah, oh no. Uh, um,
Daramouthe, it's good to see you, man.
yes, sir. You too. Yeah, it's been like last time it's been. I know the scheduling thing was kind of whack because you had stuff going on, and of course I had stuff going on too. So you know that's how it goes. That's always the biggest thing for doing all this stuff is the scheduling because you're
Yeah.
working with another person's schedule, and it's just
And
it's
then
like
your people got to call my people. My people.
yeah.
Your
Look,
people.
my people said you gotta watch it. All right, come
One of
over
my
there.
people in the bathroom with like a line of Coke and a 9-iron and some
Whoa,
lube.
wait, whoa,
Like,
whoa,
dude,
whoa.
you got it. You're fired.
We're
And then I had to
talking.
reschedule around that. So we
You
got
had
to.
to-
Hands a hell
you
of a
had
trip.
to-
We
you had
took care of it though.
yeah. You had to schedule. You had to have a meeting on a firing. Look, guys, you guys are making me look like a big monkey. Stop it! I'm gonna throw you back in the zoo. Woo-hoo,
Yeah, I do enough big monkeying on my own.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But what you been up to since last time? You've been busy in your own right.
I have been busy. I've been trying to up the show, you know.
Up the show. Well,
I moved from downstairs to upstairs, which is
oh,
good.
okay. Oh, okay. I was wondering why you said up. I was like, what are you trying to mean by it going up? But you meant upstairs. Okay, upstairs. Okay.
Yeah, I'm in my house.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, of course.
I'm still your favorite toothless, ruthless conservative, ready to come down from the Highlands of Hellscape, New York. And God, do I hate Kathy Holchel, but I'm here to save you. Fight me, bro.
big black.
BLM, the good one. That's right, the real.
Oh, you mean
BLM.
you mean the Bureau of Land Management?
Bang local milfs, I think he's talking about.
Oh well, I wouldn't know anything about that. I try not to go that far. But that's funny too. They have a federal department called the Bureau of Land Management, and there's a group calling themselves BLM. I don't think someone was thinking very far ahead.
No.
Guys,
Maybe they should sue like WWE did with fucking the wrestling.
well, I thought
Or
well,
what was it? World
W-
Wrestling Federation. WWF is what they used to be called. And then the
Oh.
World Wildlife Fund was like, no.
Oh, yeah.
That's our name. So then it became WWE.
Yep. Gotta be careful, those wildlifers, man. Oh. They'll throw a cobra at you if you're not careful.
Yeah, PETA will piss on you for fucking screaming at a dog, but they'll kill thousands more than any other fucking place in the country.
What you know what it is, Brian? But I like your mouth. Well, you know what? There's a compliment right there. You got to really appreciate the compliments because some people will come into your chat. I'm hearing echo. I'm hearing me on speaker. Sounds like I'm on speaker. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hold on.
There you go.
We can switch that up real quick.
There. Oh, look at those. Those looks fancy.
Ooh, fancy pants.
I see you bobbing to a very good music right there. Like, yeah, oh yeah. And people are like, I don't know what's going on here. He's not even listening to anything. It's not even plugged in anything.
What's this do? What's this thing?
Oh, it looks like it goes in the socket. Maybe we should try that again. Nope.
It's just taped to the desk. It's for show. So
yeah. You know, if you can get away with that nowadays. People have the Bluetooth, right? And they're so like, yeah, you're an idiot. Yeah, no, you're an idiot. Yeah, you're a piece of crap. And
Also great if you're a schizo.
yeah, it's scary.
Yes, Father, I'll tell him.
Get back here with my Lucky Charms.
The Lord thinks you're doing the good work. It's my island.
or it's like, yeah, he says you're a witch.
Burn the witch.
Oh goodness, but yeah, you've been. I've been watching you. You go on like Hemp Heroes thing.
So yeah, Hemp Hero, big shout out to Hemp Hero. Him and I have gotten pretty close. You know, he had a recent thing that happened, and we all kind of got there for him, and I think that really helped him along, which I love. The Rumble fam came together really well. But Hemp Hero is probably one of the purest souls that I've met on Rumble, where there's no coding, there's no on-screen, off-screen hemp. There's just Hemp Hero. Like me, I'm a skittish, non-crowd loving person when I'm not on here, and then when I'm on here, I'm like, hey, fuck you, I'm bigger than everything. But that's persona, you know.
Yeah.
With Hemp, just like I said, like a pure soul on this thing, and he's like my wife told him this morning. She's like, Hempy, you are the freaking glue that holds us together, a safe spot to go for all streamers. That's why I love the Hempy Hangouts. It's when you're done streaming and you want to hang out, but you still like streaming, because those of us that stream a lot, it's not an addiction, but it's a very good comfort. And I don't know how to explain it unless you've actually done it. You've done it, you know. It's invigorating. It feels it fulfills you a bit. Some missing void that I had when I started doing this, it's something that I never knew that I would like to do, especially with all my hang-ups personally. And seeing Hemp join up with all of us and be so natural at it. He's a good guy, and I can't help but be good friends with him because he's an amazing dude. So yeah, I've spent a lot of time on Hempy Hangouts and a lot of time with Hemp Hero, and hopefully he's coming up January or May. He's going to be coming up here visiting a bunch of us.
Nice.
I think he's going to bring key lime with him. Either way, I think it's going to be a good time, and we can't wait to see him. We got all kinds of cannabis stuff for him.
Of course.
It's legal here. It's legal. We did everything legal.
Well, it's basically his job. So I mean, you're really
basically his job.
It's basically his job. What's up? Hey, Doom. Funny
what up, Doom?
When I had Doom on, I accidentally said, for one point, I almost said Dome Gnome because it was just. I was like,
is that like midget head or something?
Well, I mean, he does have that little sign that he has where it's like it looks like a gnome. So
like
I mean,
a little tiny gnome, yeah.
Yeah, so it was an accent. I said Dome Gnome, and that's all it is. Yes,
he's like a bald gnome now. That's what it makes me think of, a bald little gnome.
There you go. Well, I mean, aren't gnomes mostly known to be bald anyway?
Hey, Dome Gnome.
Oh.
Shine your head for $1, sir.
He's not bald. It's not a mistake.
Don't worry, Doom. You don't have a 4-head. You have a 5-head.
Oh, goodness sake. Oh, yeah. No, but yeah, I had the luxury of, well, not the luxury, but I had the opportunity to get to talk to him. See, look, he said he still has hair. Look at that.
I know.
He's trying to throw him a bus. No, I had the grateful opportunity to have Hemp Hero on. He's a cool dude in his own right. Could have gone for hours, but you know how it goes. And yeah, Fairy, met Fairy through that because I think she stopped by. But I mean, there's been a lot of different people I've met through these circumstances of just a connection after another. Whether it be Hemp, whether it be Jack Tarlad, whether it be so many others, there's always a connection there. And that's why I do this thing, because there's so many different people out there that the problem of it not being sort of a big staple, sort of a saddening feature, because it's sort of like when I saw it as like, you've ever played the game of Monopoly and probably wanted to hurt somebody after it. You took my board place, you son of a...
Choke on your top hat, you
What does the dog say? Arr, arr. But there's that spot there, that's the parking, right? Free parking, whatever. And so, after time, it sort of just was like something of, it was free parking. It was nobody. There's this thing right here. And the same thing with me doing the Rumble Squared. Is like there's no, you have lumpy saying sure, but to the degree of what I'm trying to do, I've not seen anyone else try to do that. So it's very it's interesting what the opportunities you can find for yourself if you're looking. But at the end of the day, I just enjoy doing the process and all that stuff because even
Also,
even
the opportunities that find you when you're out looking.
yeah. Well, yeah, definitely, especially with the people. The people themselves are an opportunity. All right. And that's been the funny thing is, some people have said no, not right now. Some people have ignored. Some people may only come on once. I've even been blocked by somebody who I've had on before. So yeah, it's been one of those, yeah, it's been one of those times. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's just the opportunity is there to do this sort of thing. And like with Ampere doing his, um, it said you're 6 degrees from a celebrity at all times. You'll find Brad. No, I don't know about Brad Pitt, but I've had been people who are considered big, at least content creator wise. But that's not why I do this, right? It's not why I do this for big content creators. I've had a lot of people on who aren't content creators. And of course, I've had
And a lot of people
SVG.
who aren't big.
Hmm? Whoa. I'm sure the missus says that, but that's a different story.
Dara. Oh.
There are hidden corners in every room.
Oh,
Be
yeah.
careful. No. But no, it's just a fascinating thing where you are a consumer, right? Because people who just watch other content creators do things, you're just a
Yeah.
consumer. You watch other content creators, gaming, whatever, and when you see them do something that you're not seeing it, if you're seeing them do this thing where they're not doing right, having conversations with other people beyond the scope of gaming industry or entertainment industry, whatever like that. It feels kind of like what I've been doing all this time, right? Like what's been this thing? Because if I can get over 130 different people on over a period of time, less than a year. Well, would I say less than a year's time? Because I've been so probably around a year's time,
Yeah.
and it takes them I don't know how many years to get that amount of guests to have on. I'm just like, what am I doing that it just feels like it's off, or that no one else has picked it up. It becomes a weird thing to try to understand.
Yeah.
It's one of those things, but I keep
Just like
trudging
the
on.
Hempy Hangouts, man. It's new in the space, There's interviews for sure all over the interwebs, but these open conversations with Rumblers this is new shit, and it's good shit.
Yeah. Well, and I have talked to other people from different platforms as well, and I think that's another opportunity in its own right too, because obviously, there's always going to be platforms popping up here and there beyond, say, YouTube or Twitch or whatever. I mean, there's already another one I saw, all niches. Well, yeah, and that is true. But when does a niche stop becoming a niche though? That's always another question too.
When it
Because you
goes
have
mainstream.
well, that is true too. But I mean, I guess I do something that's considered mainstreamish is in the talk shows thing, but it's not. It's not exactly because majority of the time you have people on as guests to other creators. So usually someone big, well known. Um, no, Big Black. No, I think you need to calm down there. I don't know what you're trying to play, good sir, but I appreciate it. But it's just a fascinating retrospect to kind of look and go back because I did have to because at one point I was like I don't know how many people I've talked to over a period of time, so I kind of had to go back and count. It was over a little over 130, and I was like that is
Damn.
incredible. Because again, I started doing something I didn't think I could do in the first place, right? The gaming and all that stuff. But when you start going back, and it's like, how is this? How does it feels like there's this? It's like pennies, right? There's like pennies on the ground. People kind of just walk over them. You guys forget that enough pennies can equal $1. enough pennies can equal $10, and so on and so forth. And that's just been always a fascination of.
Shit, you got $1.30.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna get a cheap piece of candy. No, I'm not gonna do that. But but no,
Ooh, piece of candy.
piece of candy. But it's also the learning of the fact, like if you were to go back over, like the first thumbnail I did with you on, and compared to the thumbnail now, it's
Oh,
gone
yeah.
up. Or
No, I
it's
like
changed
these
over
new
time.
thumbnails with you and then each
Yeah,
person in it. They're really nice.
I like the gold microphone because I love gold.
I love gold. I lost my microphone in a horrible smelting accident.
Oh goodness, it takes them to perfect and specialize your craft. Yeah, that's true too.
That's what I was saying. I was just gonna say thank you, Doom Gnome. I was just gonna say, man. So think about Joe Rogan, right? When he started out, exactly the same. Little podcast, nobody, nothing, talking to a few hundred people.
Mm.
And now he can interview people with some of the greatest questions and calmly get people to admit to some of the craziest shit
Mm.
because he had the experience of all those years of just interviewing everyone.
Mm.
And I think that you're building that foundation right now where you're not only showcasing us, which is very awesome, but at the same time, you're honing your craft very well to where these open conversations can either be led or directed or not directed, and they can go smooth and transitionless, or they can have good flow. And I've been watching you just go from like, hey, how's it going? To very good deep conversations. So like doing this, I think you're honing your craft very well.
Yeah. Well, and of course, doing the inviting, of course, previous guests on to kind of, crossover. I mean, I would be admits to say I would have tried the more than the amount I'm doing for that. But my problem was that I kept seeing things like FNT and so many others where they had too many people and a conversation could get amiss, and you're having this person over here talking to this person over there, and that's going
like a table talk and all that.
It's sort of
people in a room.
yeah, it's sort of like it's just sort of trying to keep it to a condensed point, bringing people across who probably would never have had done the opportunity to talk to each other. Maybe they never will again, but it's sort of it's a collision moment, right? It's at that moment right before a collision happens where time is meaningless, and you're just in that moment for that. And I'm glad I get to do that. And of course, the Rumble Squared, which is sort of more honed at Rumble, but there's also things I can learn from that too. In essence of what to look for and how to translate to people who don't understand tech and to people who are working behind the scenes in order to prove the tech of the platform. Because there's just a lot of valid points of things in Miss and Rumble, but there's also a lot of things people don't understand of. If you don't know how to code, if you don't know how to do network and servers and all that stuff, if you don't know how to you don't have to implement that. If you don't know, there's a lot of things that go into that. And I'm not saying it's a
lot of deeper stuff too, because this whole company is run by human beings, and human beings all have separate tracks. So like mistakes have been made, but you're right. They're just like we are getting better at what we're doing. They're slowly making. I don't want to say slowly, even because they're actually at a good pace. They're trying to do. Where did I read today? Somebody said they're trying to do in 4 years what YouTube's had 20 to take care of.
Just about 20, yeah.
Yeah. So they're. I think they're doing good.
Yeah.
And again, mistakes have been made internally, and then like on the veneer. But a lot of the veneer has been taken care of, and once the internal stuff calms down a little, I think it's gonna explode even more.
Right. It's just a matter of fact of trying to point things in a more positive approach than negative approach, because Rumble Squared is about one again collecting ground floor data. A lot of people have certain aspects of what they see, like you would have something, and of course Dome Gnome or Big Block, whatever. Creators and non-creators like.
Did you say Dome Gnome again?
The Doom Gnome. It just rhymes, okay? It
rolls off the tongue. Sorry, Doom.
It rolls off the tongue. Sorry, I'll just say DG from now on. How about we go with that DG?
There you go, DG.
Because otherwise he's gonna be like, "Look, that's not how it spells." It's like, well, I'm sorry, it just rhymes. You want to
Yeah.
go for it? Jeez. Then he's gonna block me after this.
He's
yes,
gonna
he did.
he's gonna want a dime copyright every time you say Dome Gnome.
Yeah. DG works. There we go. There, DG works. Yeah, and Davey first has right here. For I'm learning code with AI. I just got my own llama AI server to pay.
D&D.
Ah, nice. Yeah, there's a
pretty
few
cool.
people I know. Yeah. I've never played D&D myself, but I know a lot of people like Patty Powers Game does D&D type stuff, and
Actually, I have joined with Hemp Hero. Hemp Hero started a D&D that we do.
oh,
I think
nice.
they do Thursdays without me because I'm at work, and then Saturdays I think there's one as well. Yeah, so there's D&D's really starting to take off on here too, just because the technology is really caught up to where you can have a D&D board. Our DM has a
Mhm.
D&D board
Mm-hmm.
on the screen at all times with where our characters are, which is pretty amazing. And
Yeah.
then you could chat GT. I don't even know what the chat GPT
Yeah.
or Grok a
Mhm.
character with just a few prompts,
Mhm.
And I was able to make a bard fashioned after Eddie Van Halen.
So what you're saying is you're a good singer.
I'm a great guitarist. Don't know about the singing part. Although I could do the loving you. Loving you. No, I'm not.
People, you know what, Big Black, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to take away your mod privileges. There you go, Davey versus got it. Yeah, no, that's pretty awesome. I have seen people kind of, make D&D streams or whatever, and they can go forever. I'm trying to remember, there was a gentleman I had on who was in a D&D for 20 plus years, or still in one.
Damn.
I can't. For the life of me, you run across enough people and you start forgetting names. Unfortunately, I remember faces, but names are starting to become a thing because once you reach past a certain point, it's like your name is fried chicken. No, wait, I'm sorry, that's not it. I was thinking of dinner. Are you telling me you're hungry? Well, okay, a little bit.
Man.
But yeah, that's what I've been. That's what I've been for that trying to do because there's a lot of understandable but negative grouping out there that's really not doing much. And my thing for me is if you don't find, you know what, you keep saying that, but you have a spot next year if you want to. You just gotta tell me when, because I ain't playing no until the 700 one. Otherwise, I'm gonna put you at the back and give you the 666 one. How does that sound, huh? How does that sound? The cool thing about Rumble's community, all of us come from different places, but
Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
yeah, exactly. And that's why we invest in it. I invest the stock stuff.
I probably never seen a more casual group of people than the streamers on Rumble. Now, normally I just kind of wave towards the gaming side.
Yeah.
So I'm always hanging out with all the gamers, whereas you branch out a lot and you see a lot of these other people. But
Yeah.
going into some of these other streams, I've noticed that everyone is of the same mindset. Be free, talk free,
Mm-hmm.
Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
There's little lines that you can etch past.
Mm-hmm.
There's moral lines that you don't cross.
Mm-hmm.
And all of us have gotten together and gotten along so well.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got people that come in and, first thing off the bat, they're, Heil Hitler and fucking the master race and all this shit. And you're like, oh my God. All right. But it's not that we all block those people.
Mm-hmm.
It's that after a certain point, our togetherness, even in chats, when you get these weirdos saying the dumbest shit, you'll have 9 people underneath them defending you, and you don't even know these people, but they've enjoyed your show and they've had fun with you and they've gotten to know you, and they come to your defense. And I personally think that's freaking amazing. I've never had anybody come to my defense other than my parents,
Yeah.
So seeing that, and when it happens, these ne'er-do-wells, they sort of fade off and disappear. They try, they try standing in the middle of the room, ripping their shirt off, screaming, fucking super gluing their hand to the floor, and everybody's just like, yeah, I'm gonna finish my dinner, fuck off. And eventually they're just, oh, nobody's watching me, nobody's reacting to me anymore, and then they fade away.
Yeah.
And you don't see them.
Yeah.
And I think that the Rumble community does that in a way where it's not toxic like Twitch, where it's like, fuck you, or whatever other obscenities go. That's about as far as I'll go, but they call themselves
No, please.
names. Yeah. Oh, you necrodendrophiliac. Like, what the fuck did you just call me? You fuck dead trees. Okay. These people are just, off the rails.
That's when you
Never heard that one, huh? Yeah.
No, never heard that one before. That's certainly gonna write down.
Weird. Chat gets weird.
Let's write that. Hey class, let's write that one for later.
Dendrophiliac.
I keep no. Few of us don't read the room. Well, a lot of people can't read the room. Like right now, I can't. There's a sign over there. I don't know what it says. There's a post over there. What does it mean? You know that?
Yeah. Some people just don't catch the hint, right, Big Block?
Hey, watch yourselves. Okay, watch yourselves. No, it's not. Again, all platforms have the issues. All platforms.
Yeah, we got our toxics. Yeah, for sure. We've got our tit girls. There's a couple out there, but most of us don't watch them, and the only ones that do are fucking thirst simps. So
hey. Sometimes we need a little upper in our lives, all right? Not drugs. Okay.
Right. Sometimes you just gotta be strong.
Just gotta be strong. Just hand over fist. No, it's but again, that's why
like a baby's arm holding an apple. You're sick.
And so that reminds me of that scene from the first Deadpool. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was a funny one. But it's disgusting too. It was awful. But yeah, it's what I'm trying to do with Rumble Squared, because there isn't really something from Rumble stating like this.
Okay, so you keep saying Rumble Squared, and I am not in the know because I'm a busy guy.
I apologize. We all must welcome the busy man himself.
Your people didn't call my people, and
your people have an attitude problem. That's right.
I fired that guy. We had this conversation. He's gone now.
Whoa. It all leads up to the top. It all leads up.
My bathroom still smells like Vaseline and shame, so it's fine.
Look, you got Big Block's attention. I think you need to let him know. Big
Block. Where are these girls of which you speak? Arkansas. Good luck. Okay.
Wait. Where in Arkansas? Hold on.
Where is it? You know what drives me nuts? Way to segue.
Yeah.
I don't mean to draw away. Two things. One, fuck. I just lost it. There you go. That's it in a nutshell.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the show. So thank you for coming by. It's all been a great show. We're all the words. Yeah, we're all the words. No, I'll hold on. I'll get it up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what I was trying to do is I'm trying to take raw data off the bottom, like ground floor sort of thing. I gotta find documents. Here
like ECPMs and all that stuff, or like
it's a
viewership and goals and all that kind of stuff.
There we go. It's trying to get what the majority of people have issue with, what the majority of people, just trying to find the commonality of issues and stuff. I can shut that down. So why do I have no, shut it down. Right. Stuff. It's trying to do this thing. It's called technology. But anyway, this is from the first one, and the second one's coming up. Too busy. What? Hold on. What is this? Too busy for my calls, not busy enough to send me them pics. Hey, you know what? Calm yourself. No thirsty.
If you want socks off, it's $10 more. Okay.
No, if you want socks off, it's $1,000 more. Come on, up your price. Come on,
them toesies are pretty cute, looking like little chicken nuggets.
No. Why can't I? Hold on. I was able to bring it. I pressed the wrong buttons. There we go. Goodness sake. Okay. So now I gotta. There we go. So this is from the first one, Rumble data collection. So this is stuff of people who um, issues, stuff like that, trying to find out what the commonality of what the issues are, so that because again, Rumble does not have a thing saying this is what the majority of our users creators want. This is what sort of, so I've been trying to do that. So we first started out with positivity first, and that was great. So I had on Vapin, Heck in the Y, UB Legend, Steve, myself. One of the persons who was supposed to come on couldn't; they had family, so it was
Oh.
okay. But then there are platform issues, right? Like they're like Heck in the Y's, like TV app issues, needs upgrades, comment notifications, not routing to comments, and all that
The
stuff.
goddamn app.
The mobile app certainly has been, I've been hearing, has been having issues. Skip ads, series up second hand, just a bunch of stuff of issues. And then more of that, and then of course wanted features as well. Like Steven wanted more creator tools. Heck in the Y wanted subcategory games for unknown games or mobile app feed, that all stuff.
So what you're
Um,
really asking are, what are my ups, what are my downs, and what are my wants?
Oh, a little bit of that, but I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to find that commonality. Yeah. And there are these extra bits here. Mr. R helped type them down. But yeah, it's just trying to find the commonality of what a majority of people have issues. And of course, I think the first stream, because I was streaming to both Rumble and YouTube, about 40 people total, and just trying to find the commonality is what I'm trying to do. But this is the first round go, so it's not exactly
Kind of
perfect.
narrow things down to make it
Mhm.
more streamlined so that they know what to tackle first, and then
Yeah, because I think
onwards.
because right now I believe they're trying to get the dashboard and gifted subs are left. So we'll see if they get out by the end of the year. But there's a lot of things people have, and again, it's a lot of this or that. And of course, I don't have to do this at all. It's not. But there's stuff I can learn from it. There's stuff I can do with it. If I want to help them, if you want the platform improve, I'm going to do it this way because while you can. Uh, Moan and all this other stuff and get if something happens, get burned by or whatever, all the negativity in the world. If you want to go with negativity, it's fine, but I'll take the opposite way and see what I can do. And if nothing comes from it, guess what, I'll learn something from it. That's how opportunity works itself. That's how options work themselves. I'm not gonna be Casbah all high and mighty. I've stated before, I will praise Rumble
No.
where it does well and admonish where it doesn't. But at the end of the day, if I can do just one little thing and that helps get that data across to where the text like, okay, so I can read this very well, maybe we should focus here and try to get that. And if something comes from it, great. If nothing comes from it, there's stuff I've learned. Look, I've just made 2 wins right there, and I
Nice.
didn't have to do very much.
It wasn't even that hard.
Yeah, it wasn't even that hard. Mobile app definitely needs some love. Yes, I know the TV app needs one because the TV app, I think it was the LG TV. The last update for it was in like in the middle of 2023. So there was that. But that's basically what Rumble Squared is. And of course, I already have sort of all my guests for it, but I have to check up and see. But yeah, that's basically what it is, and it's collecting data. There are other people doing everything, that's fine, but this is what I'm doing with it. And how well it'll work? Well, I've got enough different people to talk to improve on the delivery of it, because that's the issue, is the
Oh
delivery.
yeah. Nowadays, it's all about data.
Yep, gotta have that data. And people say you're wasting your time, you shouldn't do this, you do that. It's like, well, guess what? Go and do what you will. I
Yeah.
will do the same.
Live life independently. Gather data collectively.
Mm-hmm. Gotta turn that into a song. He goes to the mountain to collect data. No, I'm not gonna do that. Hmm. I think it brought back something else. But yeah, it's just gonna be
Oh
something
my
to try.
god.
And I did post the on X. I did post the first round for it, where it was sort of, so there's 2 places I have to go for. There's 2 points I have to do. One for the technicians. I have to give them as much data as possible, because they usually ask for, like, so when you have something wrong with your app, okay, so what's wrong with what app are you using? Are you using the TV app? Are you using the mobile app? You would either say TV or mobile, and you say, okay, I'm going to say iPhone, right? I'm an iPhone mobile app, right? Okay, so what phone do you have? Okay, so it's iPhone, whatever. So there's that other part of that too, where that data has to be taken down as well. It's
There's a
not.
lot of phones out there, and they have to write bits of code for each fucking phone. It's insane.
Mhm.
That's the problem Rick was telling us back when we were asking about, how come this does this on this phone, but that on that phone? And he was like, well, what model do you have? Because it's all
Yeah.
based on
Yeah.
just thousands and thousands of models.
I think that's more the Android though, because Android.
Yeah, it
has-
is a lot of the Android stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I have is Android.
And he's an Android guy, and like, but it's
Well,
insane.
he's an Android guy. He's I
Yeah.
believe he's the designer for what you see here on the PC.
Yeah.
I think another department handles the app itself.
Yeah, he's
I mean, I'm sure they ask him for intel, but
yeah.
I don't think he's mainstay focusing on the app right now. I think his big deal is making sure all this PC stuff works correctly and looks good and has every functionality that we keep asking for.
Yeah, which is always going to
we
be.
keep asking. Phew.
Yeah, there's a lot to be asked for, but it's once you start looking back into it, because if you want me to bring it down to the simplest action of why things are taking so much, right? And there's a bunch of other things, but the basic is resources and manpower, right?
Yeah.
You're dealing with a small company, 160 people.
They're up to 160? I thought they were around like 120. Last
No,
I checked the stock thingy that they have kept up.
Well, that's what I was last told, but I could be wrong as
160?
well, around 160, yeah. And
Nice.
and while you could say, well, they're cap of $1 billion, whatever, but at the end of the day, there is a lot to people want to catch up to, and it will always be in catch up for a while because it's just not.
Plus, the average person is stupid. So when you say a company is worth however $1 billion, people are like, oh, that guy's got this many $1 billion in his pocket and can hire anybody and buy anything. And it's like, no, dude, that's the worth of the company. They could probably have 300,000 in the bank and that's about it, working wise. But I mean, they got millions, I'm sure. But to say that it's a $3 billion company doesn't mean they fucking have $3 billion in hand to do whatever the fuck they want with. So people have a huge disconnect. And that's what I was going to say earlier. My second point of the 2 points of the first, I forgot. The second one was stupid people suck. All right. I'm going to get right down to it. I don't like stupid people and I'm not smart, but I'm not fucking stupid. Stupid people are dangerous as compared to unsmart people or, your average normie. Your average normie, when asked a question or, asked to recount a situation or anything like that, if they're missing parts of their memory, they will say, well, I don't remember this part exactly, and this is what happened. Or they'll simply answer, well, I don't know that. Or if you're talking about a subject, you say, oh, well, I've never really read into that. If I don't know something, I'll be like, I didn't really know. That's cool. Stupid people, when they don't know something, will fill in the blank. And that's the problem I have with them, because that causes trouble for everyone else. Because when stupid people fill in the blank, it's normally a lie because they have to make something up to fill in that blank. They can't have this record with missing parts, so they got to pump shit in there. Right. And then you get rumors and drama and I didn't say that. He didn't do this. And it all stems from, there's nefarious people out there. Don't get me wrong. A couple. But for the most part, a lot of shit starts from stupid fucking people. Just have the wherewithal to say to your fellow man, I don't know that. It's that easy. What happened over there? I don't know. I wasn't looking. Oh, I thought I saw a bear maul that girl. Oh, it was a dog running past her and it knocked her over. Oh, well, I saw what I saw. Stupid people, man. Stupid people.
Right.
So, yeah. Stupid people. Just...
And again, saying all this is not to put beyond criticism, but there's a point of constructive criticism and there's a point of blatant negative grouping. It's if someone gets burned or something asks them that's not in the way. And like, and yeah, and I don't believe one should be loyal to the platform. If you're making content, you do for what is best for you and all this stuff. That's fine. But at the end of the day, there are circumstances which we don't have all the information for. Like you said, sometimes you
Yeah.
fill in the gaps with what you believe, or you'll look at someplace else and say, well, see, this other place has this thing. Why don't you have this thing? Why is it so hard? Because you don't understand how coding works. You don't understand the layering of stuff works. I've had to talk to tech people who've dealt with in the field a bit to try to understand that I don't know enough. I don't know enough. And so when you come across those people, right, and whether they've been burned or whatever, that's fine. And not putting Rumble above criticism where it's necessary. But at the end of the day, it's also not to give a pass to all the huge negative aspects where, yes, I understand this thing, and in a calm manner, yes, I understand this thing, but do you understand the tech behind it? Do you understand the use of what you're doing? So can anyone in chat tell me how the streaming ordeal works on the tech side, right? Can you tell me what the coding is for the streaming thing to work? Can any of you tell me how the coding for the Rumble rants work? Can anyone tell me the coding for well, YouTuber for now. If I'm so looking, oh, I see. I saw your other one from earlier for how that does suck, and I see that. I'll try to keep that one for later. But can anyone tell me how how to build gifted subs into a platform? What's the coding for it? Can anyone tell me that? Okay, I'm willing to listen and say, look, this is how you do it, right? This is the coding and all this stuff. I'm willing to listen, but if you're only going to say, well, this platform has it, but Rumble doesn't have it, blah 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 blah. Show me what you know about the tech side, right? Instead of saying, oh, we want this, this, and this. I get it, truly, I get it. But at the end of the day, if you can't show me you understand the tech side at all, then you're just like everyone else who uses a platform for what it is. And you say, ooh, I get to do this thing for free, and don't understand anything beyond that other than the tools you use to stream. I don't know how Rumble Studio works on a technological scale. It uses servers. It uses coding. That's as best as I got. But how do those things interact with each other? Again, saying all these things is not to give a pass where criticism is necessary, but it does help me better understand that there's tech stuff I don't understand. And so for me to react on a quick, and you see on social media, right, where you see people quick react instead of waiting a bit, right? And then it goes for all the stuff on social media and whatever. It's about holding back and asking, okay, so why can't they do this thing? What is the reason? And they mostly won't give it because they don't, oh, what's that sort of thing? I mean, it is what it is. But to understand that technological aspect and the costs, right? It is not free for them for Rumble Studio. It isn't, but it's free for us.
Yeah.
Right. But do we understand the cost? How does anyone here pay for like a server for like a Minecraft server or
I got a Satisfactory server still going, I think.
yeah. Oh yeah, and actually I was able to get in too because I was finally figured out how that worked. So I went to that.
Is it still up? I might have to refresh it.
No, I didn't. I haven't gone in it recently, but I
Oh.
figured out how to get to it.
Oh, nice.
I was trying to go to the join game section. And I was like, why am I not able to join this? Why is it? I had to go to the server portion, and I was like,
there you go.
I can't believe this. So I was able to see it. Yeah, it's a lot. 100 a month or something for server. See, yeah, that's $100 right there. How many of you are willing to spend $100 of your own money to do something like that, right?
Shit, I'm still iffy about finishing off the fucking throne from my push button thing.
Goodness.
Times are tight.
This one equals for my drink, and this one equals for the trapdoor. Guess which one I press? Trapdoor it is. So, but it's where, and again, they see that stuff online, and I'm just like, you know what? I got into it once, and I got rightly butted on things, but at the end of the day, I'm staying out of it because, and I made a thing on it where people, we're content. You know, if you make content creation or whatever you create, you're creating sandcastles. Right? We're
Yeah.
all creating our own sandcastles. You know, people can come join in and help us create it, like community or whatever. We're making these sandcastles, right? But sooner or later, there are gonna be other people that just don't like it or whatever, or all the negativity, whichever you want. At the end of the day, people will come in, smash sandcastles, the waves will wash the sandcastles away, and there'll always be someone else after who will make another sandcastle. It's all
Shit, if
temperamental.
they didn't kill me and send me out with a tide, I'll make another one. Fuck.
Get him again!
It's
More
like,
sandballs!
didn't take me forever to build that. I'm gonna just start over here.
Yeah, so whenever I see that stuff on there and the arguments and all that stuff, and where you can jump in, you can give your point, but at the end of the day, just focus on doing your thing and enjoy it, because
Yeah.
kids,
A lot of
I'm
people like this platform.
Mm.
I really like this platform. Love it? Love hate. I
Love
do
hate.
like it a lot. I
Frustration.
love what I get out from what I put into Rumble.
Mm,
That's what I love. What I put
frustration.
in,
Yeah. No good.
sadness and despair. No,
Sadness is bad. My lonely, decreping sadness and despair never leave.
no. The friends that I've made, the people I've met, the community itself,
Mm,
amazing. And then all that other stuff, like 2 years ago, we had complaints, and then those complaints are non-existent now because shit happened.
mhm,
Things changed. So yeah, they're going to echo chamber for a little bit, but once it gets smoothed over, they'll just move on to the next. Hey, here's my new problem.
yeah.
There's a lot of those out there.
Yeah, and that's where I've abstained from trying to
Too many people standing in the wave trying to stop it, and not enough people going, "Oh yeah, cool.
Mm.
I'll just
Well,
look out for the sharks this way." You know?
yeah. I'll swim in the kiddie pool. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Too many people are abrasive to new or change or being told they're wrong. So
Yeah.
hitting them with that eventually, hopefully, will cause a humbling sensation in their fucking frontal cortex, and eventually they'll just be like, "Oh well, I know that Rumble is a money making facility. I
Mm,
know that they're going to put first and foremost the people that make them the most money.
mhm,
I know that if I want to be seen in that space, I have to be heard in that space. So
mhm,
that's why we all do socials and keep in contact with each other and
mhm,
comment on each other."
mhm. I comment you it a lot. It's not good.
But yeah, this is simply a device given to us for free,
Uh,
and requesting change is all fine and good,
mhm,
but railing against the wall, thinking that one dude who will not be named is
mhm,
going to tell you that the chat's not free enough because he can't talk about like rape and pedophiles and shit. It's like,
mhm,
there's a difference between free speech and immoral speech.
mhm,
And there's those people that are just like, my free speech, kid diddling, and it's like, well, why would any other person here want to talk about that? And that's, like I said before, that's how we don't run those people out of here. We ignore them to death.
mhm.
Just like, all right, you seem really dumb, so bye.
I just give them a quick 5-minute timeout, see if they'll cool off or not.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause
I like the 5-minute timeouts. Those are pretty awesome.
Well, yeah, because I mean, they'll get to come back, but it's like, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to. If you want me to treat you like a child, I will do my due diligence as an adult, and I will treat you like the child you are acting. And so, if you want to come in here,
Yeah,
and again, there was a for the chat thing, right? There was a pathway to that offered up as a separating the web from the app, because again, app stores have app stores, Google, Apple.
yeah.
You want nothing to do with
Monopoly.
Monopoly. You don't want nothing to do with Monopoly. Build a phone that doesn't rely on any of the networks that are out there already. Good luck.
Yeah, it's gonna take you almost 100 years, like it took them.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but it's like you have T-Mobile, you have all these other ones. I mean, at this point, you might as well just focus on something else. And I think, for me, again, just trying to stay out of it, because I'll comment on it, but at the end of the day, you know what? My sandcastle's over here. You guys go over there and do your thing. I'll be fine where I'm at. Again, I've had on over 130 different people. I'm doing this thing where I'm bringing previous guests together that may have never thought of talking to each other. I'm doing this thing where I'm collecting data to where once I get it pat down better, I'll still do it during the process, but once it gets better and better over time with help, I will have data that not only will the Rumble's crew be able to read, that will work for them. No, I'm still unmuted. No, I'm unmuted.
Man, nobody's muted.
Yeah, I'm
Be
unmuted.
crazy.
I think he's behind. I think he's behind. No, I'm not muted, but yeah, I do this thing where I've had guests on one-on-one, just having conversations with. I do this thing where I bring those guests back and I kind of intermingle them with different other people that they may have never thought about talking to, and I do this thing where I'm collecting raw data to where I get trying to translate it so that people who don't understand tech and people who are working within the platform that understand tech will have something they can read and say, okay, so this is what came about that. And at that point, if nothing comes from it, guess what? I've learned some things from that. That's what I'm going to take from it. Though that's the positive, because I think some people tend to forget there are opportunities and options out there, but you limit yourself because one, too many options can blow your mind in a basic sense. But another faction, they limit themselves because the options and opportunities kind of get missed because you're not open to that fact, or you don't want to be open to that fact, or whatever variety of reason you want to give. For me, even if nothing comes out of the things I try to do for here, or here, guess what? I've learned some things along the way about it. I didn't know how to do all this stuff. Yes, I use Rumble Studio, but I also use OBS in the past or whatever. I have a mic, I have a thing. I know how to do thumbnails. I didn't know how to do that before.
Yeah, I didn't know any of this stuff, and it was Rumble creators that pushed me to do this. And now it's funny to watch my wife try and start up a stream. It's like, okay, what do I do next? Okay, what do I do next? And it's like, wow, there is really a lot of steps to getting just a stream going alone.
Yeah.
And the learning curve is not that bad, especially with Studio. They've made it pretty freaking easy to connect.
Yeah. What find my N? What? What does that, what does that even mean?
Find my end there.
Find my N there. I don't want to find your N. I don't want to know what I don't want to.
I better not find you in my bathroom next. Better calm down.
I'm not looking for the brown eye. All right, jeez, goodness. Most and Steve says most users today are being trained to be consumers, not builders creators. Well, I mean, and you have the other opposite too, where a lot of people are trying to be content creators when you're not going to be the top 100 million, 1 million or whatever in earning and all that stuff. That and I mentioned that too is like, while helpful, monetization ruined creativity because you have a lot of, in a sense, right? You go to the YouTube or whatever, you see a lot of these people, they're not creating to create, they're creating because they want to get paid for it. And understandably so, you don't want to do things for free. That I get. But what happened just be able to create and enjoy the creation process and creating these things, right? I mean, you have people out there who showcasing creating games and they get paid for
Gen Zers. That's what happened.
It's just some people are making a business out of it. Well, guess what? A business relies on you being on multiple different places, and that's going to require a mental bandwidth that sometimes we don't all have. There's a lot of different things that require a lot of different things. It's not a one-point solution. Look, if life was about one-point solutions, we wouldn't be in the messes we are today. Nuclear war, all that stuff. We wouldn't be there. But life isn't one-point solutions. It's multivariate solutions. And I'm here to tell you.
And not even solutions all the time. Most of the time, it's mitigations.
Yeah, mitigation.
You can't stop everything.
Yeah.
Right? I hate that people diddle kids. I'll never be able to stop it all. But we can all work towards mitigation,
Yeah. Oh, and he clears it up. It's fine on my end. I can't.
Dude, I was about to say, man, you want me to count the wrinkles on your chocolate starfish? Like, what the fuck are you talking about, guy?
Look, you could use the toilet.
Find my end, Daddy. I mean, I dare you. What?
That'll be the show. That'll be the show where
I'm just goofing, man.
What did they talk about? They were talking about a chocolate starfish and a brown eye. I don't know what's going on
I don't know what happened. it went off the rails quick.
You know, you ever seen a train on a track and it just keeps going down? You know, it's going uphill, it's going down, it's all that stuff. You ever seen a train hit a penny? Oh boy!
Oh
Woo!
boy!
Woo! That thing flew off a train track I had never seen in my life. You ever seen
Oh
a
my
train
god!
fly? It's like those videos you see of people like either their car or whatever gets stuck on the tracks or they can't get out in time and it just plows right through. It just plows
Yeah,
right through. It's like, well, it goes to show you don't mess with trains.
yeah. Don't do that.
I think Gen Z bouncing back. I think it's the millennials that I I
I don't feel culture muted.
culture
Although some of the
man.
music today is kind of
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, they can be said about any generation. Like, I'm pretty sure there are a lot
right.
of people who thought the
Elvis
Beatles.
and his fucking hips, dirty
Ah,
bastard.
oh, goodness. It's like that scene from Forrest Gump where she sees him on the TV. It's like, the devil.
Fucking little Forrest is there.
Oh,
Oh,
no, no. Treat me. Treat me to dinner first, Jack. Oh, I don't think you want that. Does he say Jack or Jock? Oh yeah, he says Jock. Okay, all right. Oh man, but anyway, it is of course, ladies and gentlemen, it is Power Hour time, right? Power Hour time is where we. I used to say top of the hour, but then I heard Power Hour and I was like, wow, that actually sounds a lot better.
yeah.
Power Hour is where we do promotion time. You know, where me and my guests we kind of take time to promote ourselves. We do the whole thing, and then we kind of get back into after sort of like a small little reprieve where we're not talking about the silliness of the world and of people. We're just talking about our own silliness. But anyway, I did. Let's see. I did not do that. I did put your stuff. So all your links are down below.
Oh,
Facebook,
nice.
your Facebook and
You
Instagram
go
and all
finger
that
my
stuff.
link, guys.
Links. You had a bunch of links down there. Ugh.
Yeah,
Just these.
dangling just dangling down there in the description.
Oh, goodness. But anyway, so the floor is yours, Mr. Savage. I mean Scottish. Oh, I'm sorry.
I am. I'm a berserker, man. Of course, I'm savage. The show's about three things, really. Me.
Whoa. When you
No.
say it like that at the end, right there, that's it's a little too much. It's like and me. Oh my.
No. Yeah, we try and review some games, and finish some games here and there.
Yeah, ADHD.
ADHD will do that. Yeah, I like to bring in a good, strong community, and the chat is always a good time. Scottish Viking Gaming is going to be vamping up a little in the new year. We're going to be getting some green screens, some stream decks. We've already got lighting. We've already got all the screens we need. We've got the upgraded computer. So we're just going to slowly transition into better and better. Soon there won't even be a room behind me, just a big waving Gadsden flag and freedom. Maybe eagles crying here and there, you know. But I also want to really lay into the Scottish Viking, the Berserker. The missus had some great ideas. You know, I've got the kilt with a couple of green screens. We can add, some cool stuff. I don't want to give too much away. On some new transitions, some new coming in and going out, and it's going to be good. But yeah, Scottish Viking still going strong. Looked myself up on stream charts, top 500 in the U.S. now. So that blew my effing mind. There's 300 million plus people in America.
Yeah.
I'm one of the top 500 streamers in the U.S. And I was like, there's no fucking way.
On the Rumble thing, isn't it just for only Rumble?
There's a Rumble and then Rumble United States and Rumble World, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
So in the United States, top 500, in the world of Rumble, like 598, 589, something like that. But still, those numbers are double half of what I thought they would be.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, oh, top 3,000 would be freaking awesome because I am nothing compared to some of these other guys on Rumble. And to see those numbers, man, it gave me more courage for the new year. We've been going about a year and a half now, and we're just going to keep going. So we're not going to stop.
Keep Keep trucking.
Never gonna
along.
stop.
Mm,
Keep trucking along.
That's right. Mm.
Only one place, that's rumble.com.
There you go. Hey, he's got the trucker hat. Look at him. He's got that trucker hat there. You can find him there. But yes, woo! Get it. Yeah, his links are down below. Of course,
Come on back, Smokey.
Yeah. CB27. We got an issue here where the convoy's a little distorted. We're gonna have too much fun with that. But yes, all his links are down below if you want to see where else he's at. Cool dude who's he's got a bit of a beard, but if you're okay with beards, life
Got
will
some
work
wisdom
out
in
for you.
it. A
Got
little
some
bit of wisdom.
And I think there's a leftover hot dog in there too. I think I don't know. I'm just seeing. Ew.
No, that's
Oh,
sausage. Anyway.
oh goodness sake. Ew. Ah, ah. But yeah, if you want to check him out, his stuff is down below. And if he's worth a follow to you, don't forgive him that follow because he's one of the good ones. But yeah,
Come
I
to the
bet
Highlands. Come, be a berserker.
you gotta do it in the Scottish voice. You come to the Highlands, or I'm gonna take you out.
I'll tell him, Father. The Lord welcomes you, for sure.
What is it? What is that one movie? What's that line they say? There can be only one, or something like
There
that.
can be only one, the Highlander
Yeah.
of the hellscape Highlands of New York.
Well, that is New York. The unfortunate side effect. But anyway, unfortunate. But anyway, for myself, whether you're on the Rumble side or whether you're on the YouTube side, doesn't matter which one. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the stuff, or leaving a follow or comment, or if you're on the Rumble side, you can repost now. So that's another way of sharing too. I blasted that thing last night when I did my pay it forward stream. So I'm pretty sure people are like, why does he have like 20 different videos? Like, you know why.
You know why.
But anything that helps with the engagement on either end is much appreciated because again, guys, I do this thing where I not only talk to people who are creators but non-creators as well because at the end of the day, there's more to it than just having circles of talk to a creator who's bigger or whatever, which I've done, but it's not just about that. There's so many people in this world. There's so many conversations to have. Why limit to just one side of things? So any help with engagement on either end is much appreciated. Of course, if you want to know where I'm at, right, there's a link down below. Of course, it's above SVG stuff, but we all compensate to help. He's got
I'll
more
look up
links.
my kilt. All right.
He's got more links than I do, but that's okay. My link tree thing is down below. Go there, find my stuff.
Like
Twitter
and
X,
follow, or I will pillage your village.
pillage your village. I thought he was gonna say pillage the bum, but that's a different story.
Vaseline and shame.
So much shame.
So
But
much
yes, so much shame. But yes, my link is down below for that. And of course, if you want to come on yourself, and I always offer this, but rarely does it people do that. But if you want to come on yourself, guess what? There's a comment section to leave something, or you can go to my links and find my places. Because at the end of the day, this is not just a creator spotlight. This is a person spotlight, and that's what's most important. So thank you all for that. I appreciate it. Linked it in. Oh, there you go. Look at that, Davey Verse right there. Look at that, Davey Verse saving the day. Even though he's
Thanks, man.
does Rumble have? No, I think that's one of the things that I know. There's like Rumble Labs and all this stuff, but I do know that when Doc had made a mention of it, or when someone had asked him about Rumbot, he said he'd heard. When they asked him, "You've heard about it?" He said yes, but I don't think he's installed it. So I think Doc himself may be waiting for Rumble to put it in because if Rumble does at least like the alerts thing, as an optional thing, right? Not as something that has to be there, but can be there. I think that people will, while they may still use Rumbot and other stuff, I think they'll more geared towards people using the in system because it is a lot. It's a lot of resources. I know people have stated about the what was it? The channel points. But that's going to require more resources than I think they realize. And just because they see it at one other place does not mean it's going to work on Rumble right now. So that
Gifted subs coming soon, though. Huh?
Gifted subs, and of course the new. Hey, good sir, how are you? Mayhem Productions. Hey, but that's the services he charges for. What do you mean? Oh, you're talking about the Scottish. Loving blurbs at the moment. Yeah, I've seen it. I know Jack Tarlad uses it. I know Tomby uses it, but I don't. I'm not. It's not a big thing for me. I know people are like, well, you got to use alerts because what if you miss something? Where I was like, I missed something, but once I catch it, I'll be like, oh man, I'm sorry, I missed that. Alerts for me are just extra luxuries.
Yeah,
For me,
I had to turn on TTS from the Rumble bot
Mhm.
because I was missing chat a lot. You get kind of drawn into your game, and that did help.
Yeah.
But you're right; these are all extensions that you have to set up
Yeah.
beforehand, and it's not just part of setting up your Rumble stream. And that would be best, but it's going to take time.
Yeah.
Take time.
So, but for me, I'm a little different. I don't use the alerts. I mean, I do when someone gives like a rant, it'll appear on the screen in the Rumble Studio, which is fine with me. But it's really more about because I don't do gaming, so I'm not going to be as lost. I mean, I'm going to be lost, but that's a different subject altogether. Where's my keys again? Did I put those keys?
Where's my dog? It's been like 3 days.
You had a dog? What?
What? Wait, do I even have a dog?
Wait, why am I holding someone else's keys? What is this a dream? Oh Lord. Oh. It was all a dream in the first
It was all a dream.
place. Oh Lord, they came for my dream. I thought it was in America. It was horrible.
It was horrible. Pink-haired trannies everywhere.
That's why it was funny when people were saying transition. I'm like, that's just become a funny thing now.
Yep. No, don't transition. We're just gonna end stream.
Oh goodness. It's just funny to hear that word when there's a different context to it. And
Yeah. I can't
Look,
even call something spicy anymore. My kids are like, Dad, you can't say that. I'm like, why? It
Hey.
means gay. And I'm like, what? When did this happen?
No, that's when you turn it around and your children say, kids, Dad needs to sit down with you. Look, I love you lots, but you both need to stop being gay. I don't need you to tell me how to say stuff. You just need to stop being gay, and Dad will get you
Stop
fine.
it.
Stop
it now.
Dad, you're more gayer than us. Look, you kids, you keep it up, and I'm gonna call you.
Listen, okay? Stop it. I'm super serial.
You know what? It reminds me of the Birdcage with Robin Williams and
Fossy.
Madonna. Oh man, yeah, it was just that was one movie. But yeah, it's those things I understand. I do think probably alerts will probably be something that could be easier, but again, it's all about resources and manpower. There could be people they don't have that they need, and you. Some people don't understand. Do you know how much an engineer costs?
Two.
Do you? Well, look. You know what? I'll give you a visual. Right. All right. So I'm going
6
to look up.
digits easy.
What is the cost of
That's what I'm saying, big block.
a computer engineer? Let's do that. Computer engineer. I think I had spelled right. Oh, here we go. Okay.
What do you got?
Okay, I'm gonna bring it up. Spicy is gay. Hey, whoa. That's only if you eat the enchilada with a habanero.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna be real spicy.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Computer engineer salary. So for undergraduate computer, this is education and tuition costs. Okay, so this is for learning it, right? Academic year is 33,000 or just 33,400 for graduate programs. The average tuition and fees are 29,000.
Pretty much guesstimate that top number right there.
What? Oh,
See the two numbers for salary?
Oh, yeah. Salary ranges.
Yeah.
According
Pretty
to
much guesstimate that it's going to be closer to the top.
According to Zippia, I'm going to read through this. According to Zippia, computer engineer salaries in the United States typically range between 70,000 and 132,000 yearly. So that's a lot of moolah right there. With an average of 96, we'll just say 97,000. Our hourly rates averaging 46.54. I mean, I'm not even close to that, dear Lord. But here's some examples. Salaries vary by industry and location. So here's this: computer systems analysis and the computer systems design and related services industry have an average annual salary of $128,444. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Computer.
See all those 4 salaries lined up? How
Mhm.
none of them are freaking 5 digits?
Nope.
None of them.
Six digit.
Like I said,
Texas.
you better guesstimate on that high end because
Well, they even have one for Florida, right? Here's Florida, where Rumble's going to be at, right? In Florida, computer engineers have an average annual wage of $115,000. Imagine that. Imagine you're paying 20 people. All right,
it's more than my house is worth.
I gotta find the calculator, otherwise I'm gonna be a little lost. So let's do this, right? So 115, you won't see the calculator, but we're gonna do this. So 150,000, let's say we've hired 20 people as computer engineers, right? Times
It's over a
20.
mill.
$2.3 million.
A year just for 10 people.
Well, 20 people is what I did.
Oh, sorry, 20 people.
Yeah. So you
I think that's what Rumble started at, like 32 people or some shit like that.
Here's the number, right?
Shoot.
150,000, which is what we saw for Florida, times 20 people. That's 2.3 million people. Can you imagine that? Right?
No.
Say you're taking per year is 100 mil. Guess where a big chunk of it's going, or a chunk of it's going? It's going to this, right? All right, let's go to I better take that down. So let's go to what's an average cost to run a server? Average cost to run a server for a video hosting site. Video hosting. Okay. Here we go. This is just AI stuff. All right. Average server cost for video hosting based on the provided search results. Here's a breakdown of the estimated cost. Minimal server needs for small scale video hosting. Renting a cloud, $40 a month, $70 a month. Owning a server, power, cooling, internet expenses, about 30-ish a month. Moderate server requirements for mid-scale video hosting. So 140 a month. Renting a server or owning is 30.24, so no different than the one before. Co-location is 79 a month, so you got that. Extensive server requirement for large-scale video hosting site with high traffic. Renting a server, 295. Owning a server, estimated power monthly, including internet expenses, 60.24. Storage costs for video storage, rough estimate is 9 cents per gigabyte per month. For 0.88 gigabyte video, this would be approximately 0.088 per hour, with monthly costs varying. So server setup and maintenance, hiring professionals for server setup and maintenance can cost between 100 and 150 depending on the scope of work. And then virtual private server hosting. So I don't know if that's but you can see that right there. So going with the most expensive, right? If you were to rent a server, just one server, it's almost $300 a month. Now capitalize that on, say, 50, right? Because I'm pretty sure you'll need a lot to do a Taxman will shaft you here and not the loving kind. Well, look, I heard that song and it's not loving either. 12. I don't look. You're gonna have to put it in an American. I don't understand what 12K pounds is. I don't. You have to put it in American because I don't understand.
Basic development costs $250,000.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not only
Just
that.
to create Rumble.
Well, and again, if you were to have, say, just going by the extensive one, right? So renting a server, they just rent a server, and of course they have their own servers. So and they give like 60/24, so it's a little cheaper, but it's still expensive for the other stuff, right? Power, cooling, internet expenses. So yeah, what's the? Oh, I got that reverb from your microphone. Stop hitting your microphone.
My bad.
I was like,
Sorry.
It's like a tuning fork.
Yeah, it's got these little springs on it, and they vibrate the
Yeah.
hell out of it. I don't have a nice like poofy mic, you know.
Yeah, I don't have a poofy one either. It's like, yeah, I can hear you guys. Can hear me. But Davey first says you can build one surprisingly cheap though, but maintenance will hammer you there. Exactly. If not the server costing you much, then it'll be maintenance, and people don't understand how much it costs you. So, and Big Box brings up here is imagine how much Twitter used to spend on people to regulate all the content. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't
And
want
now
to.
they're all gone.
Yeah.
And he makes
14K.
more money.
14K. All right. So thank you for that, Davey Verse. So 14K in the UK for that. For what you were saying. They're going to invest in some devs. I don't have the money. No way. No way, no how.
All right. So in 2024, it cost Rumble $131 million to run, to be on the internet.
What was their intake?
Oh, I don't have that one. I only asked it the other question. What it cost to run.
Oh, goodness. So you have
All right,
that,
let's
right?
ask. How much did they make last year?
Well, for 2024, I would think. We're doing research, kids. We're going in hard as a rock. Well, not that hard. Maybe not. Maybe we shouldn't say that, but try to.
81 million. So it cost them about a third of what they take in?
What was it?
Shit.
What was the total you
They're at a
said?
loss. Oh yeah, they're at a loss every year. They this year's revenue, or no, 2023 was 81 million.
Mhm.
Their quarter 3 was 25 million.
Mhm.
But I don't have their full 2024 stats.
Yeah, it probably won't till
It's
the.
going to be
till-
way bigger than 81 million, though. I bet you that.
per year 14K average rental. That's a lot of money. I don't think anyone here has that kind of money right on hand. Again, this stuff is not done to excuse things. This is done to show that there's a lot of things people don't understand or know, right? We just saw, I mean, even if it's just an estimation, right? We just saw that even if you own your own server, combining the cooling and internet. So what about the average cost to have let's do cost
Electricity to run it.
have
Everything.
internet for video hosting site. Okay, so we'll do that, right? Because share virtual dedicated hosting 100 to 500 per month, suitable for large scale with additional costs to consider: domain registration, SSL certificates. Holy crap! Content delivery network, video encoding and transcoding. Do you see all these prices right here? Do all of you see these prices right here? Because I'm seeing a lot of money that just starts slipping away once you try to go big. I mean, yes, you could say, well, YouTube is able to do it, but YouTube is Google, so there's not much to that variation.
Yeah, when you get bought out by the number one conglomerate in the world.
And become number two, which
Yeah.
is a joke in itself.
Mhm.
Not like that though.
They
It's-
definitely became number 2.
They become the brown eye of our life.
Boom. Nailed it.
But this right here is showing, like, once you start crunching down the numbers, right? Majority of people don't understand how much it takes, how much it costs
To do that thing that they bitched about on X.
Yeah. Or like Grok, right? Does no one understand that Grok uses NVIDIA's H100 GPUs, right? And I've stated this before. Do you want to know how much a single one of those GPUs costs?
They've got what? Hundreds of thousands?
One GPU, one of those H100s costs is equal to 60K. There's one underneath it called an A100. 20K.
What's the first one?
It's an H100, and the NVIDIA's H100, I believe. I think I'll just go to Tommy and said, well, Tommy is not rich in his own right, so I don't know about that. Tommy to the rescue. Tommy, I didn't see him in chat, so or in the chat.
Stay a while and listen.
Someone's trying to communicate you, so I think you need to listen.
Deckard Kane. Probably my wife asking, what are you doing?
I'm in here telling a story to a young man.
telling a story to the youngins of the interwebs.
Yes, I will tell you a story, and it will suck, and you'll still be here an hour later listening. Loser.
Oh, God.
But
I won't do that.
Yeah, well, yeah, get in trouble. But I mean, this again, trying to show that there's a lot of things people don't understand. I mean, if there are people who are doing this on a small scale, then it makes sense, right? But if you're doing this on a large scale, right?
Like
Where
Tesla, who has 85,000 H100 GPUs.
so put that in 85,000 times 60K. Put that in.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me the amount. Tell me the amount of what that cost would be. And well, I'll stop sharing this, and you can share at the bottom of what that is. Show
Yeah,
it on
let's
the screen.
share that, huh?
Yeah. It's at the bottom. You know how to share the
Yep,
screen.
yep.
So you said 85,000 H100s times 60K, which is
Yeah.
what a value of one is.
Well, let me move this thing because it's not letting me. There we go. Here it is, folks.
It's was that $5.1 billion? Holy crap!
With a B, $1 billion. That's how much Tesla has spent on just GPUs.
Jeez, ow.
Just a little device.
Daveyverse says P40 will give you 20 tokens per second, then massive NVIDIA GPUs will give you 1,000 tokens. Oh, he's talking about crypto. So I don't know if that's crypto or something else. But then you have to put in the fact of security, right? You have to put in the fact of security. You have to put there is a lot. There's a lot of
We could
money.
name the
that we-
goddamn janitor, like everything.
And again,
It's gonna cost.
yeah, and again, this isn't done to make excuses. This is done to show that a lot of us don't understand what goes into it. A lot of us don't understand the coding side. A lot of us don't understand the money side. At a certain point, I mean, they could share all the numbers with you, but if you don't understand it, you're just like
Yeah.
that. You're gonna be like the person who doesn't understand their, their taxes, and a lot of people don't.
Mhm.
I'm one of them. But if you'll point and say, well, this, and this, and like, but there are these options here where you can write them off and stuff. It's like, oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Now you know. And
You
again,
don't know what you don't know.
yeah. So again, the frustration is understandable. I've been right there. Rumble Studio, all this stuff. Hey, Alaska Man Jeff. Oh, quiet guys. He doesn't want to talk about AI. So no one mention AI. Don't talk about anything about AI. He does not. He does not want to. Don't. He doesn't want to talk about it.
I'm a fan. Ooh.
Tommy knows. Yeah, well, Tommy works in the ordeal, but I can't imagine the cost it costs him to do, or the cost he understands or whatever. No, it's for AI. There he goes. I told you, don't mention it. Don't mention it. He'll be like a little person that wants to take it down. So Davey says, so you need a token to act as a process for the AI. In basic terms, one token like a letter and text AI. So, okay.
So it passes information extremely fast.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I was like, it sounds like an arcade game here. What's going on? So the P40, I'm guessing, is different. Is a different kind of graphics card. But the massive NVIDIA ones, which we were talking about, give you 1,000 tokens per second. Oh, pre-seconds. Wait, what? What's a pre-second?
I think he meant per second.
Oh, per second. I was like, what the pre-second? That's like what? That's like future talk right there. But again, we don't know the cost of Twitter X. We don't know the cost for Twitch and what it cost. Twitch left South Korea because of the broadband, the bandwidth. Oh, there goes bandwidth right there, right? What's the average cost of bandwidth to have bandwidth? Let's do that. Let's do that.
Goddamn microphone, get out of the way.
Okay, here we go. I got it. Yeah. Don't just kiss it though. Don't do any like eating the mic. That's just not pretty. There you go. Average video hosting costs. Average cost of bandwidth for a video hosting site. The average cost of bandwidth for a video hosting site can vary greatly depending on several factors, such as the number of users, video quality, hosting provider. Okay. Estimated costs, right? This is just estimated. For a site with 20,000 monthly users, the estimated bandwidth cost can range from 2,000 to 8,000 per month. Okay, so 20,000 monthly users. All right, 20,000. So 20,000. Let's go with the high one. 20,000 equals 8,000. So you would have to 20. So what would the amount? crap. I wouldn't know how to deduce that for 8,000 for 20,000. Like that's interesting.
Oh, let's see here.
I would know the average cost, how to average that cost out, because it says 20,000 monthly users. So if it's
36 billion. No, excuse me. $536 billion. If
for
you were to
what?
use the high number. So $8,000 times 67 million users.
That's insane. Well, that we know that's not true because that would really
That would
put them
be
out of business.
uncontrollable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that high
Ba-
numbers. Plus it's users. So let's go for streamers.
yeah. You guys want to host a new Betamax? Yeah, no. I know there's one Blockbuster left. Bandwidth pricing. Some hosting providers offer unmetered bandwidth plans such as 100tb.com, which can provide 1 gigabytes per second port for around $400 monthly, allowing for approximately 333 terabytes of monthly bandwidth. That's wow. So that's okay. Video hosting services. Using a video host service like Vimeo, Wistia, or Jetpack Video Press can also impact the cost, with prices ranging from $10 to $400 per month, depending on the plan and features. For larger sites, dedicated service with high bandwidth plans can be more cost effective. Okay, so here we go. With prices starting at around $34 per month for 300 terabytes of monthly bandwidth. So it looks like it's more cost effective for a group of servers, dedicated servers, rather than on that end up there. But it's a lot of costs we don't understand. And if you were to break all that money stuff down, oh, hello, how are you? There's someone who appeared in your office.
That's the missus.
Oh, okay. Did
She's
she
grabbing
say
something off my desk.
she said she wanted her coat, and you're like, you can wait. At least she said no for you.
No, she said she's leaving in a minute.
Oh, okay. I'm as cheap electric within the UK. Can't even crypto mine now. Not worth it. Wow, that sucks. But I mean, is or at least we trying to get across the understandability that it costs a lot. So if we were to ask, what
A
is
lot.
the? Oh, hey, Hampiro, look at that.
Hey, gaming with him. What's
Hey,
up?
gaming with
That's
them.
awesome.
He stopped by. I didn't know he was gaming today. But I mean, it's like, what's I shouldn't have put the Q in. What's the cost for running YouTube? Come on. Why did I do that? There we go. Bandwidth. Okay, so based on the provider search, and this was billions, right? We're just going to use YouTube. Here's a breakdown of the estimated cost for running YouTube. Infrastructure costs. Bandwidth costs $360 million per year. That's
Yeah, I
from
was just
2009.
gonna say I looked at Rumble's numbers again, and based on the high number that you gave, there's roughly 100,000 content creators, so that's 800 million. So I would say probably 5, 6 somewhere around there is a more accurate cost.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you got him started, guys. Look at that. You got him started on his AI rant. Gotta start him as AI rant. Oh,
Why'd
goodness.
you have to rip start them?
It's only a limited user base. Could use Plex and cheap home lab. Yeah, I know they're doing their like metal servers. Hey, Fairy Mysterious, thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, Barry, what's going on?
She's lovely as well.
Stardew Crew Raid. Oh yeah, they were all playing Stardew Valley. That's right.
They call them server farms. Yeah, I know.
Server farms. Yeah, those rooms you look down the hallway and it's just server.
Yep.
It's crazy.
And there are people who are paid to actually work on the things. And do you think they cost cheap?
Oh, like I was saying, all the way down to the janitor who costs at least $50,000 a year. You're looking at a lot of costs. So, guys, remember when you ask for these things from Rumble, give them time. Okay.
Yeah, and we'll just go through the list, right? So that was from 2009. I don't know what it is now, but that's what we got. Development costs. Estimated 200 developers on the YouTube team. Okay, so that right there. 200 developers on the YouTube team. That consumes the whole of Rumble's team right there, with an average salary of $200,000 a year, resulting in a total development cost of $40 million per year. Again, this is 2009. I don't know what the current amount is. which is sucks.
Davey, name me a
Hey,
huge
Mrs. Man, thank
company
you.
that doesn't benefit from running at a loss, because you're looking at the
Hey, Alpha Zero.
books, and I've worked with people who run at a loss, and all that really means is they had to spend a little bit extra money
Mm,
so that they could
thank
look
you
like
guys.
they were at a loss. So they'd
Yeah.
buy stuff for their business,
Mm.
and that's a write-off. And these are called loopholes. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
ever heard of these.
Well, and also
But
when you
running
own,
at a loss is very good for the moolah. Hey, Alpha, Mrs., how's it going? Yeah,
okay. So here,
welcome.
so I tried to look up for 2024 because that was 2009, so that does put me at a disadvantage for. But you
Oh
see
yeah.
it,
Well,
but even
you might be better at 2023 because
oh,
I don't think
2023,
they
yeah,
have all their numbers
yeah,
in just yet.
2023, yeah, we'll do that because that's already come and gone. Um, YouTube 2023 costs. Oh, I hope they find it. So, cost of running YouTube in 2023. The cost of running YouTube in 2023 can vary depend on several factors such as ad type, location, niche, length, competition, and season. On average, YouTube advertising in 2023 can cost anywhere between $50 to $300.
I think this is a breakdown of how much it costs to run on YouTube. It looks
Oh,
like.
what's the cost for? Yeah, I don't. Uh, how much does it cost Google to run YouTube every day?
There you go. There you
Maybe
go.
we can get an answer out of that. Here's a put one together for you. Hey guys, Hey, thank you.
Phew.
I appreciate you all being here. We're learning stuff today.
We're having a great Saturday and a great
And
interview.
well, it's not. It's not. It's just a conversation.
Sorry, conversation.
I don't call it an interview. I don't interview you. You just talk about whatever. Absolutely. Netflix, Google, all major businesses run at a loss, but are still incredibly profitable. It's a normal move. Yeah. But again, we're learning stuff here because a lot of people don't know about. So,
If you'll give me half a second, Dara, I just have to go say bye to the missus,
sure, go
and
for
I'll
it.
be right back. Give these guys the numbers. Show them what it's like.
Boop, boop. All right. About to hit the lurk mode while I cook some dinner. Ooh, I hope it's something good. Thank you, sir. But again, this is instead of going to the opposite direction, right, where a lot of people are going in a negative aspect, right, and they don't understand the tech side, they don't understand what it takes for coding and all this stuff and the money and all that. I am trying to do as best as possible to show, like, look, guys, this is a thing with this stuff, right? It costs a lot of money. It costs a lot. The videos, your stuff is like right now. Our stream is being encoded. Um, it's getting candy cheaper. Yeah. Well, 100 pounds is yeah. Those are numbers I don't understand. But trying to make an understanding of that, there's a lot of things that go involved in running a video hosting site: servers, money, maintenance, all the stuff. The people to help run it, right? The going back to not 2024. Here go. So this is based on 2009. So that's about 15 years ago. Also gonna look like, all right. Well, don't choke on your food, please. Don't choke on your food. But this is from 2009, so it's not exactly up to date. But this is just giving you an idea. This could be a lot more from now, right? A lot more. But here's infrastructure bandwidth cost of 2009. It was 360 million per year. It was 360 per million a year. That's insane. That's insane. And then you got server costs for hosting and distributing content, approximately 3 cents per gigabyte based on the cost of distributing page content. So this, again, 2009. 2009, estimated 200 developers on the YouTube team with an average salary of $200,000 a year, resulting in total development cost of $40 million per year. Anyone hear that? 40 million per year, right? So that's a chunk of change right there for 200 developers. Just 200 developers alone, right? Cost per user, 2 cents per user based on 2009. Again, 15 years ago, understand, but don't really have the things right now. Marketing costs. Alphabet CFO mentioned that Google spends around 10% of its revenue on marketing, which translates to a significant amount for YouTube. No, okay. Content acquisition costs. YouTube pays out a majority of its advertising revenue to creators, with content acquisition costs estimated around $8.5 billion based on Alphabet's 2020 earnings call. So this is 4 years ago. Overall, the estimated total cost for running YouTube exceeds $700 million per year.
Oh, such a lovely lady, the missus. Quite the shield maiden as well. You should see her in battle. Blood
I,
all
I,
over, gore everywhere.
I don't think I want to. That's gonna be scary.
It's hot.
2080 was best in my life. I didn't know. Oh, seems so cheap. Video hosting sites sure are serious. I feel the cost will grow and grow. Buy physical whenever possible because cloud services are. Yeah, understandable. But we're talking about the video hosting. So and it says
Yeah.
overall the estimated total cost for running YouTube exceeds 700 million per year based on the 2009 estimate. However, this figure likely has increased significantly since then due to the growth of the so it could be in the billions now. The billions per year. Right? And this
Yeah,
is just
so my
YouTube alone.
estimate of 5 to 700 million for Rumble sounds about right now too.
Yeah. So just imagine how much it costs for the techs, for the developers, for the security, for the servers, for all these update stuff. Guys, if you don't understand it, look it up. Try to understand because a lot of people don't understand. They don't understand how YouTube works. They know that it works. They know that this thing goes here, this thing goes here. It works. But they don't understand it, and that's where the issue lies. Their ignorance, people's ignorance when they get angry, their ignorance is not an understanding the tech itself. Yes. Hey, Shield. Nice to see you again, good sir. Yeah. And how much?
Hello.
Well, yeah. Well, not only that, but in trying to defeat bots. I mean, YouTube alone probably spends hundreds of millions of dollars on trying to get that down, and they make it hidden, but it's still there. It's still there. There's a lot of things people don't understand, and when they get angry and frustrated, rightly so to understandable degrees. But if you don't understand what's going on behind the scenes, and we don't usually give us all the information, so there's that. But if you try to look up other ones like YouTube here, right? And it costs billions to run the platform. And that tends down to servers, maintenance of those servers, the cooling of the servers. And Davey says, Twitter was $2 billion in debt, and that's considered a small platform.
Damn.
Do you guys get it now? It's not trying to be done in a mean way. It's not trying to make excuses for things, that should get better. It's trying to help you understand there are costs that you don't see and that you don't understand. And while the frustration and all this stuff is understandable, it's a yarn ball. It's a yarn ball to run a platform, and there are strings going here, 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 and it's all twisted up in the center. And there's a lot of people who don't understand how even their favorite platform, YouTube, works or runs, or how much it costs. And this is where I get frustrated because I'm frustrated on the people who don't want to learn that, who don't want to understand that there's these things here.
I can tell, Dara. Get them.
But it's not a frustration.
It's good to see you so passionate.
But it's not frustration out of you should know this. It's out of frustration that I understand the frustration. There are all these other platforms around that have this stuff up, but they had to build up to it. And it costs a lot of resources and a lot of manpower. And if you don't understand that and you're just about this thing works, I use it, that's it, it's free for me, then you are missing 90% of the point of what it takes to run these places. Let's go to, you know what, let's do Twitch. Let's see how much it costs to run Twitch, because that's another one that's a favorite, right? What's the cost for running Twitch, right? Initial development costs, according to one estimate, developing a stream service like Twitch could cost around $90,000. What's the cost of running Twitch? Oh, okay. I said for, not of. That's my bad. Of running Twitch. Okay, there we go. I got the wording wrong. Okay, based on the provided search results, here's a breakdown of the estimated cost of running Twitch. Infrastructure costs. According to Trembit, with Twitch's infrastructure costs are estimated around $771,120 per month for 576 servers running 24/7, assuming 1.3 million average viewers and 3 megabytes video bandwidth. Data traffic costs. Trembit also estimates data traffic costs to be around 1.3 million per month. Did you see that? 1.3 million. How many of you have 1.3 million lying in your pocket right now?
For 1 month of fun.
For 1 month of fun.
Yeah,
right?
1 month.
How many?
That would strap me a little, but 2 months maybe.
Wait, hold on. You're saying you have millions of dollars? Well, hold on, Scottish. We need to talk about
Yep,
this.
it's sitting in your local bank, and I'll be right back.
Stream ends.
Stream it. Woo, woo. Oh man, he got the wee woos called on us.
The end of that is based on August data traffic of holy crap, 1.3 was that 1.3 million gigabytes. I think it'd be like terabytes or petabytes at this point, but 1.3 million gigabytes. All right. Server cost. Amazon Web Services interactive video service, which they use to run, rates suggest that live video costs for 100 CCU, which I don't, if the tech people in chat could explain what CCU means, please. Streamer who streams 200 hours a month or more than 1,000 per month. 100 CCU streamer who streams 200 hours. Imagine if that's 100 streamers, right? 200. What does he say? Oh, bear in mind it's an Amazon company. Yes, of course. I know. It is, but even still, it robs it loss. So I've mentioned it before, but last year I got 90K on one video, of which I believe at least 85K were bots. I pity the advertisers for wasting money on my video. I made nothing. Well, you know what? I gave you some money. That was something right there. What's the number?
Oh damn.
What is it?
Oh, you.
So
asked
just
if it was in the terabytes. Yeah, it's 1,024 terabytes a month.
no, but what was I was trying to figure out what CCU meant because I don't know.
CCU. I'm sorry.
No, yeah,
I
I don't know
you were
what.
asking because you said it's a lot of gigabytes. You think
Yep.
it'd be terabytes. That's actually
Oh yeah. Sorry, what was the gigabytes? I apologize.
so those 1,317,000 or 317 million gigabytes
Yeah.
equivalency of 1,024 terabytes.
That's a lot of data, and it grows every day. Now the what's CCU stand for? Because I don't know what CCU stream. It says 100 CCU streamer. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I was wrong. I'm sorry. It's 1,270,000 terabytes. My apologies. My
No,
apologies.
you're fine.
That's a
Well,
lot of freaking terabytes in a month.
Yeah, that is. You just
And
imagine.
now we have to learn new words. Ready, chat? Ready? Above a terabyte is a petabyte. Not really fond of that one.
You just say petabyte, and then it's like, oh, the animals.
Yeah, there we go. Petabyte. It's a nice crusty piece of bread.
Oh goodness.
And then above a petabyte is an exabyte.
Exabyte. Yep.
So it takes 1.22 exabytes per month.
Mhm. That's insane.
That is, yeah, that's beyond insane. I remember when I first heard about something holding a terabyte,
Hey,
I was like,
Roger.
wow. Because I remember slapping together a freaking like 20 gig hard drive into an old PC just to get the thing to run, Orcs and Humans, freaking Warcraft 2.
Mm.
So when they're talking about, exabytes of data and information, it's mind-boggling. Oh, bye-bye, MMJ.
What was were you able to look up what the CCU meant? The CCU streamer? Because I don't know.
Definition. I got Grok and you got what, Brave?
Yeah. Well, I use Claude too, but that's different.
CCU stands for concurrent users.
Concurrent users.
So
that's
concurrently at one time.
so 100 concurrent 100 concurrent streamer who streams 200 hours a month or more than 1,000 per month. So I don't know how to make that number. But okay, so we got an estimated, right? Estimated total cost. Asmongold estimates that his second channel with around 1 million followers costs Switch over 150,000 per month to stream, assuming unmonetized content. $150,000. How many of you have $150,000 laying around anywhere? I'd like to know. No, I don't want that. LLT built a petabyte server. It was epic.
Imagine what they make off that month of him streaming, though.
That's true. But they are operating at a loss as well.
And like I said, name a giant company that doesn't operate at a loss and tax that out. It's like 101.
Mm-hmm. And in summary, the estimated cost of running Twitch include Infrastructure, 771,120 per month. Data traffic costs, 1.3 million. Server costs, 1,000 per month, depending on streamer volume and quality. Estimated costs, potentially over 2 million per month. Over 2 million per month based on, so just 20, that's like, if you were to just use that'd be 24 million a year. Maybe 24 million a year. That's insane.
Yeah.
So, and again, these are comparisons to ones that people highly treasure, YouTube and Twitch. It costs a lot of darn money to run these things, and people forget that. People forget all this stuff, and it's just, I get it. I get the frustration. I get the anger. But when you start breaking down the numbers, when you start breaking down where those numbers go, right, where the money goes to, the people that have to be brought in to run those things, server, coding, all these things, it gets frankly insane. It gets frankly insane. And you've already seen 2 examples of Twitch and YouTube. And YouTube could be in the billions to have their infrastructure run. How is it that hard that, while I understand the frustration, people aren't willing to look up what it costs to run things, what's necessary to run things of video hosting, and they have Rumble Studio on there to boot. I mean, that uses their servers too. What's the cost for that? It's mind-boggling.
It is.
It's mind-boggling. But it needed to. But there has to be a time where it needs to be showed a physical, at least an estimate or an example or whatever, a physical data set of just like, this is what the cost is for you to be able to stream for free. You pay nothing to stream to YouTube or Twitch. I mean, you can play for premium, sure, but you pay nothing for streaming to any of these platforms. And guess what it costs? It costs a lot of darn money. A lot of money you guys would never have right now or at all in your life.
I'll never make that much.
Well, one can hope. You try to go back to your bank and see what they say.
Yeah, and yours.
And my bank says, "Why is there a moth flying out?"
Uh,
I have to pay for a moth to fly out. That's how poor I am.
yeah.
No, I'm rich in other ways though. But again, it's understandable. I understand there's a whole bunch of different things. It's not one thing. It's a multivariate thing. But to understand that it costs a lot to run something, you need the manpower to back it up. And at the end of the day, we don't know. And we don't understand very much. Somebody who works in the field could give an estimate of stuff, right? But at the end of the day, if you're working at a small scale, that's not going to compare to. And I'm showing you numbers of how much it can cost for the other ones you go to for free. And you're just sitting there watching another YouTube video and you don't understand the behind the scenes. When you don't understand the behind the scenes, you say, it works. And I just do this and it works. How did it get to the point of it working? How?
Mm-hmm.
You pay in data, sadly, for Google. I am worthless. Well, you're not worthless, Daveyverse, but we'll let you have what you want. All right. You got 27 million GD. That's not worth. That's like monopoly money at this point.
Oh, he's a rich man.
But again, it wasn't. This wasn't done as some sort of excuse to make or whatever. It was done to show that while there are the people who are going in a negative route, I want to show in a positive route what people don't understand, right? When what people don't understand, it gives an opportunity to learn, right? I think that's another phone sound you got happening. I heard
Behind me, that is a train.
Oh, that's a train? Oh.
Yeah. I live in a valley with a canal down the center.
Uh-huh.
And on one side is a train track. And since I live in a valley right next to the mountain right here, because I live on Mountain Street,
yeah,
all sound
reverberates
off this rock. It's great.
I was like, but that sounds like a musical note. And he's like, no, it's a train. It's like, dang it. My hearing's off.
Now we're going to break into the song and dance.
I was going to like, it sounded like angelic. And I was like, oh.
Almost makes me feel like river dancing.
I don't want to, don't break a leg on that, please. That's not going to be good. But yeah, so instead of going in a negative direction, I will go in a direction like, look, guys, you don't understand what it costs. You don't understand the manpower. You don't understand a lot of things. You want these things out because it's elsewhere. How did it get to that point? Right? How did it? Is it another train coming or? You just listen for something else. No, you take your headphone off. It's like, is another train coming or is something else coming? Oh, it's a.
Something outside.
He hears a raccoon.
Crash Pandas would be better than what's going on outside. It sounds like somebody's arguing. Anyway, I
What
got a weird street, man. You wouldn't believe.
was that?
Shoot,
Somebody- I think-
house burned down the other day. Like 2
oh, that
houses over.
sucks.
Yeah,
That
it scared the shit out of me.
What did they
'Cause
say?
you hear
What?
this big freaking noise. I'm thinking
Mm.
that there's somebody setting off fireworks like a douchebag.
Yeah.
And I look out the kid's window over here out front,
Mhm.
and I see a bunch of people in the street backing up. you know,
Yeah.
And I see a bright light, and I'm like, these fucking idiots are setting off fireworks sideways in the goddamn street. But then I look, I pan this way, right?
Mhm.
And there's a white house and then another house, and the other house is got 30-foot flames coming off of it. And I'm like, these motherfuckers are setting off. Holy shit! That was my reaction. And then I screamed out the window, what did you do?
We were
This
just-
place
we were
went
cooking-
up.
We were cooking Egos. It's what, like, you can't burn down a house with cooking Egos. What's wrong with you people?
No, some kid lit a hat on fire and threw it in a pile of leaves next to an open propane tank.
Oh.
And the 30-foot flames was the propane tank setting off. And that 30-foot flame took the back of the house and roasted it within seconds. It was
Jeez.
insane, to the point where so like I said, I live in a mountain. The fire went up the mountain like a snake and then split
Hey, man.
and started just working its way across the mountain. And as this house is burning, we're screaming at them, yeah, put one hose on the mountain, put one hose on the mountain. And they didn't. And that was the result. But that shit was crazy, man. Whole
Jeez.
streets locked down, fucking people running everywhere. There was a fight out there because our neighbor's house, the one between us and the burning house,
Mm.
his attic caught on fire because you're right next to a fucking burning house. Your house is, the siding melted off. He can't live there anymore. His house is done because of these assholes. And so I think he scuffled with somebody, which I wouldn't want to scuffle with my neighbor. I'm a big dude.
Mhm.
That guy works at the prison. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
he's a little meatier than I am, and that's why I'm gonna miss him. He was a good dude. But yeah, fire the other day was crazy. Hey, I wanted to ask you,
Yes, man.
how much time we got left?
Well, only a little bit. We're gonna start closing out.
Okay, I wanted to
Sure.
ask you real quick, and I know you're
Sure,
not big on this, but
Sure.
how did you feel at the end of the election?
Like November 5th or still the ongoing stuff?
The win. What I call the win. I don't know who you voted for. I won't guess.
I think no matter what the win was going to be, there's still going to be a side that's not going to be happy. It's like with anything else in life, right?
Yeah.
It's like anything else.
But you personally, yeah.
Oh, here you go. Well, thank you for that, Davey Verse, for putting it up there. Thank you for that. Nearly the top.
Oh, hey.
Power Hour. Yes, it's almost time for Power Hour.
Thank you very much.
Interested to see what happens next. As a white dude for hair, so Rance, I gotta get an answer first. You gotta hold on, let me answer first. That's hilarious. I don't know. It's gonna be an interesting time to say the least. You know, Trump got back in, fought hard, of course. But the next point is fulfilling what's been said, right? There's a lot of things that have been said. And so now you're on the fulfilling track, right? You're getting the players together. It's like a chessboard. You're getting your chess pieces together, all different shapes and sizes, because the other side is going to fight back. Do not think for 1 second that the people who were hateful or whatever for the person being voted for, Trump or whatever, is not going to fight back in some way. They're going to find ways of getting into those positions of power. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, all politics is just a power play.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's all it is. It's all it's over.
But what I'm wondering is, how do you personally feel?
Oh, no. It's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how this is going to go down. I'm going to be skeptical.
Any sense of relief or?
Well, you should have asked me that an hour ago after I took a number 2. But no, it's just a wait and see. It's sort of like a pause, right?
Yeah.
Right
so
now
you're in a
it's
pause kind of stage.
It's in a pause. It's got a
holding
pause.
your breath.
Well,
I
I'm
kind
not
of
gonna
feel
hold my
this.
breath.
I
I'm not
feel
gonna.
kind of the same way. Paused, a little elated, you know,
Well, that's
apprehensive.
apprehensive. Yeah, it's a time of
The
caution.
drone thing, yeah.
Yeah.
What the?
Well, there's mysteries upon mysteries within what not only of ancestors have built up to, but we've created after a certain point, right? You know, the government was created by our ancestors, and they built up to this point, and now we're taking over, and then soon after that will be someone else taking over of building up supposed government. So it depends on where you want to go with this. But at the end of the day, all governments, all politics, they're all power play. They were built because it was better than being the Wild West, where everyone would just end up killing each other because rules be darned, right?
Yeah,
Um,
our government we built as a screwdriver, and now it's an optimist with its own AI, and we need to break it back down to a screwdriver.
yeah,
It's supposed to be a tool for us, not a dominion over us.
yeah, it became it was a small little kitty cat, and then it became this grotesque sort of super cat that just super cat monster
Yeah.
that just claws at everything. It was cute at
It's
first.
a werewolf cat. What do you
Werewolf,
call that?
a
Werecat?
werecat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
werecat. There we go,
Werecat.
werecat. I don't wear a cat,
Scratches
but
my eyes out every day as it picks my pocket. Fucking assholes.
I don't wear a cat, but I seen a werecat. So
Yeah.
true, Scottish. There you go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Because right now you have until what's the day? No, what's the term? Insert no, um, when they get in, when
There's
they're sworn in.
inauguration.
Inauguration day. That's right. I
I
couldn't
got
think
you.
of the word.
I got you, buddy.
In the inauguration day. So right now you have a time of here until inauguration day, and even after inauguration day, there's still going to be a time of caution, a time of apprehensiveness, because again, there's the fulfilling the promises sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Or stuff made. So there's always going to be that. I think it's like being on thin ice, right? You're walking on thin ice. You got to get across to the other side, but you're gonna like right across that would go somewhere if he
Did you see the message
yeah, I
underneath
saw
this?
that. I saw that. Yeah, I saw
Okay.
yeah, I saw that. It was pretty funny. I was like, and I just laughed at it. But yeah, my feeling is apprehensiveness, cautiousness, not going to just relax, because I think people understand is that when you relax is when things can get
I
really
untense just a little.
just
My butthole is just a little less puckered. All
I
right.
let out a little gas. I let out
Yeah.
a little gas, but it's not
It was
enough
a
to.
little bigly fart. It was a good
Uh,
one.
too much, yeah. But yeah, it's just gonna be a time of apprehensiveness and caution, because I just there's always going to be a pushback one way or another, and I'm not a side of politics. I don't care. I see it as it's become politics itself has become a power hungry joke unto itself, and not a lot of people are willing to do something about it. But who knows what next year and the next 4 years are going to be? It could be what we think it will be. It could be what we don't think it will be. It could be a number of
Oh,
things.
very broad of you.
The future is not always predictable, and it
Which is
may.
true. Which is true. We just pretty much wait for black swan moments and hold on to our seats.
I thought you were gonna say like a Black Friday moment. That'd have been more interesting.
Yeah,
People
right. Or we all sell out. That'd be awesome.
sell out, trample over each other for the next Cabbage Patch
Sell
doll. You know how
out
it goes.
with me. Oh yeah, sell out with me tonight. Hey, Eric
Hey,
John, what's up? Hey, reposted. I
hey, thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it, man.
Yeah, I've had him on before. I gotta get you back on again when you're not so.
Busy making pizza?
Well, he was time constrained. It was with family, so it was time constrained. But I'll get him back on in the new year. But
Nice.
yes, it's a lot. It's just a lot of that. I'm not gonna say one way or the other. I just honestly I've grown up with parents tell me you gotta vote all this stuff. But when you get older, my feeling on it all is just I care more about doing this. I'm reaching across
Yeah.
the table, talking to people, having conversations about whatever, and not being constrained to something of politics, whatever. Because once you give a label to something, you anchor on that label and you work around that label. I want to try to be a blank slate to as many people as possible, and yeah, we can talk about and I'll give my certain opinion on things. But every time someone new comes on, I'm a blank slate for them, because that's what needs to be for having conversations.
I'm gonna send you a whiteboard.
Oh, I already have a whiteboard.
Yeah.
I have a whiteboard right here. Look, this is my month right here.
Oh, that's a calendar. I'm talking about
It's
big
a,
old blank whiteboard
well, it's still partly whiteboard. All right.
where you erase the last session's
Nice.
stuff and start all new.
Well, and again, that's going for the Rumble Squared stuff. It's gonna be a pain, but if I can learn from it, if I can make it to those two parts where one people for regular people to read and one people for the people at Rumble to read tech, if nothing comes out of it, fine. But at the end of the day, I'll learn something out of it. I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm being serious at this point. I'm not going to go to the way these people want to go with all the negative stuff or whatever. I get you a burn. I get something happened to you. I get whatever. At the end of the day, though, I'm not going there. You people ruin yourselves when you don't get out of your own hole. There's great for constructive criticism. There's always point for that. Yes, you can be frustrated. You can be upset. But guess what? You have two options. You can either stay negative or you can get positive. You can make something of yourself. Stop
Roll with the tide.
Stop being so simple-minded. Stop being so small-minded.
Those stupid people just filling in the blanks.
I stay out of those things because I know where we'll lead. I know the conversations won't go anywhere because you have trolls or whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't
What
care
about
anymore.
politics?
No, the talking on the Rumble stuff and all that.
Oh, the negativity. Yeah.
The negativity. Well, just negativity in general, social media stuff and all that.
Right,
Video hosting, whatever.
negativity is so useless.
It is. There's a time and place for everything, people. I'll tell you that. But at the end of the day, guess what? You're a content creator. Figure out why you're a content creator. Figure out what you want to do as being a content creator. Stop being tied to the small-mindedness of these small groups that end up doing nothing because all they want to do is tear down. I get to tell you what. I'm over here. I'm building my sandcastle. Guess what I'm gonna do? You're welcome to join me. You're welcome to come along. There are now over 100 different people on the Dara's Hangout Den community thing. Guess what? I've had over 130 different people come on the show for Darachat. Guess what? I don't care if I'm not the big numbers. What I'm doing is something I didn't see. I'm reaching across the table. I'm doing something that not many other people are doing, that I didn't see the creators I followed were doing. At the end of the day, you have a choice. You can stay in the grudge. You can stay in the negativity. You can say this platform is bull crap. Great. Use your freedom of speech. Guess what I'm going to do? Not going to stay where you're at.
Hell no.
And that's where I'm going to end it. So anyway, guys, it is the time of Power Hour. We're going to end it here because, of course, I've got some other stuff to do. But I also, man, I just want to enjoy the rest of my weekend, like you should too there, SVG. But anyway.
Well, tomorrow's Sunday Fun Day.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, don't forget to tune in tomorrow, folks. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll have some friends with us.
Mhm.
We're going to be playing. Shoot, there's a few games. We're going to try and shoot in some D&D. There's going to be, like I said, D&D is starting to really pick up. There's going to be Delta Force and Rivals tomorrow. Delta Force I've tried a couple times. Great game. Rivals I'm going to be trying brand new. So you get to see me flop around like a fucking wounded duck or a dead fish, whatever you want to.
Don't sell yourself like that. That just sounds bad.
I will dominate. I will end you. I'm gonna win.
Flopping like a fish on dry land. It's just
I will end you.
I can see that too, where you're just like
screaming at the shit around me. Oh god. But yeah, Scottish Viking Gaming. Hope you've had a good time. Hope you're having a good time, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow and days past. And hopefully you hit like and follow, or I will pillage your village.
They never said it was not to happen. They just said it may happen, but not now.
It may.
But yes, all his links are down below. And of course, Rance, I reposted you yesterday during my Pay It Forward stream. I don't know what you're talking about.
That way.
I reposted you yesterday. What are you talking about?
Yeah, what you talking about?
Oh man, when I was doing my Pay It Forward stream, I reposted so many people. I was like, man, they're probably gonna limit me after this. There were so many people I reposted. It's
Alaska man, if you're doing anything tomorrow, come join me. I always let me plug that. If you want to play a game with me, go in the Discord and say, hey, what's your code? I'd like to play with you. If you're a viewer, if you're a streamer,
Mhm.
come on in. I love having company. It's always a good time.
Well, he doesn't mean the mind games. No, he's talking about actual games. When he said play a game with me, he meant actual games, not mind games. That's not
Actual
what he wants.
games.
We now have to describe nowadays because people don't understand. When he said game, he meant an actual video game, not a mind game. So don't.
Yeah. Once you can tell me what the bowl of petunias was thinking as it fell from the sky, then we'll play mind games. Deep thought.
At the end of the day, that's where it's going. But I'm gonna be sitting here like, what did he mean by that? I don't understand what's going on here. Help me!
Oh shit.
Commencing. Oh, never mind. There he goes. Oh.
Oh no, what happened?
what happened? Oh, hold on.
Did you try and type in the chat? Oh,
I'm
we-
back. I'm
we know
back.
Now that if you type in the chat of the Studio, it kicks everybody out. It's crazy.
No, it had a server
Server
client
drop?
issue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, server client issues. So there must be things they have to work on there. But I was like, what happened to you? And it's like, once that happened to
mine is
me.
blown petunias.
Yeah.
I'll have to reflect on this.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Very mysterious bringing in with that. But yeah, it was just a server client thing with the server that, of course, we're most
Sorry,
using.
folks.
But we got back. We got back, and we're here. But for my end of things, right, whether on the Rumble side, whether on the YouTube side, doesn't matter which one. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, leaving a follow or a comment, or sharing the content, whatever helps with it. And of course, on Rumble, you can do a repost.
Oh yeah, Rumble reposts.
Whatever helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated, because again, guys, not only does it help in being seen more, because obviously as a content creator that's what you want, but it also helps in having other people on as guests. Like one person has led to another. I've had on Hampiro, I've had on Scottish Viking Gaming, I had on Smoke'em yesterday,
Fairy, yeah, smoke.
Rants, Fairy, Lex Astro, so many people. And yes, they are content creators, but I've also had people on who don't create content as well. Demonic Rebellion, Zora, so many people. It's not about a content creator spotlight. It's about having people on, having conversations, and seeing where we'll go. And you just saw 2 hours of it. We may have bickered and complained a bit, but guess what? We also showed data that'll blow your mind.
Money.
Money.
Big monies.
Maybe it'll blow your mind, or maybe just like, whatever.
Yeah. You look at our national debt and you're just like, yeah, it's pennies.
That's so many pennies. I could collect that pennies in a day. It's like, I don't think you understand numbers.
Yes, I am an actual Scottish Viking descendant from way back.
way back in the day. Well,
with a little bit of Roman Italian.
No. So no wonder you're
but mostly Dane and Scotland, Ireland, and we actually, our family migrated south a bit, and we have a family crest as well, the Mallory crest. It's pretty awesome. If you ever want to look that up,
you should put your ensemble.
I should too. I mean, I actually used to have it in my stream long ago, the Mallory crest. I shouldn't re-add that, but that's another thing.
Yeah. But finishing now before it gets some worse.
The Arkin.
The helping with any dang it. Helping with the engagement factor is much appreciated. And of course, my link is down below. If you want to see where else I'm at, it's there in the link. It's a Linktree link. And also, if you want to maybe come on, you can either leave a comment or go to that link and find me. Either way, looking forward to next week's schedule. Will be posted tomorrow, as always. And of course, next week is next Saturday is gonna be next week is gonna be fun. Next Saturday is the Dara's Hangout Day, and of course, Rumble Squared, as you just saw for some earlier, is on the 28th. So all my guest spots are full, but there will be January. So if you want to come on for January, please don't hesitate to know. If you've been on before,
on the list.
Yeah. If you've been on the show or have not been on the show before, it doesn't matter. If you are a user of Rumble, that data can be very helpful. So there we go. Scotland forever. Oh, goodness.
Scotland forever. That's what I'm talking about.
I was gonna figure like someone's gonna say like, "Can you grab
Oh.
me my kilt?" Yeah.
So yeah, 700 is coming up. I'm super close to 700. That's going to be a kilt stream.
Oh, look at him
Oh,
getting semi naked for the people for 700. No,
I
that's how it
only
goes.
wear a kilt.
Only wear a kilt. Yeah, everything
Only a
else
kilt.
is free roam.
Yeah,
Um,
barefoot and everything, and I do the whole stream standing as well.
oh,
'Cause I'm
oh,
crazy.
oh goodness, dear Lord.
Usually like 4 or 5 hours.
when they said let the freak flag fly, they didn't mean that flag.
Yeah, we ain't doing the windmill, buddy.
Woo, woo, woo.
Woo, woo.
But yes, no, Monday is coming around, and of course, as you saw, Morning Mayhem, who was in the chat, will be on Monday. So again,
Nice.
that's what next week's gonna look like. Oop. And so you'll see that up tomorrow on Twitter X, and of course, Christmas and New Year's Eve day stuff is being taken off. So no, there will be no streams during that time. But 26th, 27th, there will be something, and the 30th. I think.
Nice.
Not the skirt, but sash. Oh, the sash. Yeah, there's a sash with that too.
A traditional kilt is actually just a large plaid blanket.
Mhm.
It's the way you fold it that creates the kilt. I don't have one of those as much as I wish I did. I want to get a traditional one, but they cost in the hundreds, and I don't have hundreds right now. So I had to just get a small makeshift kilt.
There you go. Just
Very small.
Oh gosh. Oh man. I'll be like, smoke kill,
God. Don't can no.
Oh gosh.
Speedo kill. Yeah, the European cocksling. That's what I'll be wearing.
Oh.
But plaid.
Oh.
You know, for flavor.
Oh. Oh, well, what am I supposed to do next? I don't know anymore. That's right. I don't think you had it. I don't think you're. I had it when you were last year, but I have a thing. It's called Questions from a Hat, and I bought a Rumble hat and I put questions inside it. This doesn't say Rumble.com though. Okay.
I had to get the .com. I knew people were gonna be like, "Oh, Rumble, that must be like a trucking company." Like, no.
It's only when I run over the strips.
Only when school's out.
but anyway, for my guests, of course, you get 2 freebies out of the hat. But if people in the chat want more pulled out, sorry YouTube, I'm not monetized over there, so can't help you. But if you're on the Rumble side, if you want to give a donation for another one to be pulled out, other than the 2, you can. Doesn't matter the amount.
Shit.
I've had people throw ones at me before. I'm like, I'm not a stripper, okay, guys, come on, just give me a 2 for once. But we'll start. Oh, let's go start with the first one. Let's go. I'm not looking. My hand is in the hat, but my hat. No, wait, I can't do that. Anyway, all right. I was gonna try to do a palindrome. It was not gonna work. All right, here's the first one, right here.
Oh shit! What color was that?
Green.
Oh,
Green.
good color.
Green, like your sickness. Then the question is a 2-parter: is what's your favorite season and why? Oh, there we go. No, I'm kidding. There's another question right there. All right. So what is it? What's your favorite season and why?
Season. What do you mean season?
Well,
like actual weather season? Jesus, I'm like such a video gamer. I'm like, what, season 3, season 4?
Spring, summer, fall, yeah.
Mine would have to be fall. Definitely fall. Yeah. Especially the like Indian summers that we get sometimes around here where it's fall, but it still feels like summer. Where I live, the colors, I live in upstate New York, man. We call them leafers. People come from the city to just drive through our streets because the colors on our trees is just, it's mind blowing. And then, you know, being able to pile all the leaves up, let the kids run and jump into them. It's just the best. So yeah, fall, doing the barbecues and all that stuff and the nice tepid weather. I don't like it too hot. Perfect season.
Yeah. Now you make me hungry.
Hoodie weather. That's what I call it. Hoodie weather. Put on a hoodie and relax. And yeah.
But you made me hungry for barbecue. Thanks a lot for that. Here's question number 2. Just want some ribs now. Just want some goddamn ribs. All right. Well, here's the question. If you could instantly master any musical instrument without practicing, which would you pick?
It would be a guitar.
Guitar? I thought you already
Yeah,
said you had a guitar.
there's so many ways to play a guitar and so much sound. Very. There's so much that can be done with a guitar that learning that, you now know just about every stringed instrument as long as you know which fret produces which sound.
The pipes.
So I think learning just the guitar would stem so much from that, and the music would be amazing. Plus, whenever I remember songs, words not so much, drums, but I can sing guitar riffs like memorized. Yeah. Yeah, weird idiot things I can do. Mostly System of a Down, but pretty much every song I memorized all the
bag and the
tones.
pipe.
Yeah. Right? God.
You know what that reminds me of? Bag and the pipe.
Bagpipes. I can't. Yeah, bong and a blintz.
No, it's smoke in a pancake. You want to smoke
Smoking
in
a pancake? Yeah.
You want to smoke in a pancake? What was the other one? Bong and a
Blintz.
Bong
Yeah.
and a blintz. God dang it, Austin Powers.
Pipe in a crepe.
Yeah, pipe in a crepe. Oh, look at this piece of skin. Oh no, you're going to think.
See, the bagpipes would be cool, guys, but the versatility of knowing the guitar far outweighs just knowing how to play one. Like, I don't know anything that looks, sounds, or plays like a bagpipe, but knowing a guitar, lute, mandolin, everything. Sitar. Crying out loud. Dulcimer,
Everyone who wants to play a sitar. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I hear George Harrison's coming back just to teach you. Oh my goodness. All right, here's question number 3. And and thank you for that there, sir. I get you another question is being thrown in the hat right there. All right, let's see what this one says. Oh, okay, children, let's see what the next question is. What's the most useless superpower you can think of?
Oh shit. That went sideways. Wow. Like known superpowers that we've seen in movies, or just any...
What's the most useless superpower? Oh crap, I'm going to bring it back up. I better get the wording right, otherwise people are like, hey, that's not what you said.
Oh, okay.
What's the most useless superpower you can think of? So no.
Oh, so I can just think of. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'd say poo slinger, but that's just me.
Poo slinger. No, I've seen effects.
I'll take it back then.
From slinging poo. Yeah. Although watching that would be odd. First off, they have to produce it. Anyway, I think the most useless would probably be, but it's got to be super, so it can't be dumb.
That could be dumb. Dumb is useless. So
Booger Man.
There you go.
Booger Man. The overproduction of snot used as a form of weapon. I think would be the most useless superpower.
Unless you could use it for tracking, right? Stick it on somebody and just beep, beep, beep. He's over there. Beep.
Stick it onto him and then just let the snail trail go.
Oh no! I'm gonna have nightmares now.
That made my throat hurt a little.
Oh, why am I a booger cave?
Yeah. I always think of the video game too, Booger Man. Booger.
Woo. Yeah.
Ew, that's
it was
right.
funny.
Ew.
It was funny when I said poop slinger and you were going deep in thought for that one.
Yeah. See, I've seen some shit, man. Literally. Oh God, I was in the military. I know what's up.
When you work with a Booger Man is an actual game? Yes, he did. Yeah, he mentioned it. Yeah.
Yeah, Booger Man is an actual game. It's an amazing game, and I will play it for you if you'd like on retro.
What's the station? What's the
it was on Super Nintendo, and Sega.
Oh, well, Sega, good lord. Oh,
Yeah,
that's gonna be
yeah.
interesting.
I think he
Booger
was actually
Man.
stating that it is an actual game because we all
Yeah,
know it's a game. It was a good game, one of my
yeah, yeah.
favorites.
It may be very mysterious, but it's a real game. And finally, unless someone does another one, do you prefer coffee or tea?
Tea, definitely.
Now, what kind of tea though?
Earl Grey, honey,
Earl Grey, honey,
and a squirt of lemon. Yes,
the square
I
lemon.
actually have a preferred tea.
You have a preferred tea? Goodness
Just
sake.
like everybody has their triple cafe, mate, macchiato, whatever.
Yours was simpler.
I know, right? Tea, honey, lemon.
Hey, tea, honey, chicken, not shit.
Yes.
I almost got in trouble with that once because I said I was trying to say sit in that accent, but it didn't come out as sit. So where did you come from? It's funny. Before we go, there was a story that Mel Gibson gave on the Graham Norton show about who he ate dinner with Sean Connery, and he was
Oh
trying
my
to,
God, yes.
he was trying to do the accent, and he was like, goulash. Goulash, you can come to eat the goulash, and sort of. But then again, if you ever watched the Craig Ferguson show, he would do his own Sean Connery. He's like, and I see the man come my way, and all that stuff. So, but anyway, guys, that is the show. Of course, it is always fun to have you back on, and you're always good. Here we go. What's
Oh
the
my
best-
goodness.
What is best in life? Look, no, you can't ask the questions like that. You can't do that. What is best in life? The answer is 42. That's what's best in life. Is the answer 42? All right.
No, that's the answer to the universe, life, and everything.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. Now here's the next one because Fairy was very generous tonight, so we got to respect.
Crushing
Respect-
your enemies before you.
Respect the. All right. Here's,
Seeing the lamentation of the women. I know where you're going with this, Fairy.
here's question is, what's a simple pleasure from your childhood that still holds up today?
That is a great question.
Actually, no, I gotta do it next. Sorry, I gotta do it next. I just read.
Yes.
What's a simple pleasure from your childhood that still holds up today? Yeah,
Doctor, let me think. Yes.
Conan knows what the best. Oh goodness.
Conan. Oh God,
What?
simple thing.
Simple. What's a simple pleasure or simple thing that you have enjoyed in life? Yeah. That since childhood.
Petting animals. Petting my
Interesting.
cat. Normally
Oh.
we've had cats my whole life.
Yeah.
So simply relaxing, petting the cat when the cat's not uppity or you're not trying to chase them down. They just sit down next to you, lay down next to you.
Mm.
Petting a cat
Mm.
or any animal rather. That's
Mm.
probably one of the most enjoying things that brings me back to my childhood and just it's relaxing. And I do it about every night with my cat now. He's one of the most special cats I've ever had. I've never had a cat where I lay down and I go, come on, Bubba. And he'll run up on the bed and lay on my chest and stick his head under my beard. And we'll have a good 20-minute I'll take his collar off. We'll scratch and you can hear him purring and his mouth's half open. So yeah, he's making that like half open mouth sound. So yeah, this just brings me right back to my childhood. I'm a kid again every time I pet that cat, and it's relaxing. It's like a zen.
Now the question really is though, have you pet an alligator though? Is that really?
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
I have. We have a
man.
local zoo that has small alligators during the summer.
I should have been more specific. Ah!
They're small, so we're allowed to reach down and pet them. They gotta wait till they feed them the chicken chunks.
Yeah, cats are great. There you go.
Cats
That's
are great. They are. They love you and they hate you, and they'll eat you if you die. I love them.
Yeah, they are the most recyclable animal. They're just right there.
I know, right? Cat oil for the lips when they get dry. Yeah.
I don't even know where that comes from.
The movie, actually.
Abe, nice for you to join us. It's at the
Book
end of
of
the
Eli.
show, though, Abe.
Yeah.
Oh, Book of Eli. That's been a long time. It's at the end of the show, Abe. I'm sorry to tell you, you came at the wrong time. We're ending the show now.
Hail, Abe. And aloha.
Aloha. Abe's from the UK too. I've had him on before.
Oh, nice. See, I love how we're branching across the freaking pond.
I've had Alpha Zero on, and that's a
Yeah.
15 for getting nothing against Alpha. He's in Australia, so you know
Isn't he in London, right?
No, he's in Australia.
You know how many people I've seen come into chat and just be like, "Hey, is he from London?" No, you fucking asshole! Just listen to his goddamn voice. Like,
He's from
are you so unworldly that you don't tell the difference between an English accent and an Australian accent and a New Zealand accent?
I help.
Yeah, fuck out of here.
All right, you're gonna go right over there. You're gonna right over there. Now there's an alligator over there. Look out for the alligator. Go across that right there. There's a little bridge. You can go right across
Crocs.
there.
They got Crocs.
I got crocs over there. Yeah, they also got deadly serpents. They got deadly serpents in the waters. Go to the coral reef and there's a
And even the mosquitoes.
mosquitoes look like hummingbirds. Yeah, those hummingbirds. Those aren't hummingbirds. Those are mosquitoes.
We're just trying to help culture you guys. That's all.
There you go. Put another.
Oh
shrimp
my
on the
god!
bottom.
You want to piss off a freaking Australian?
I'm not gonna do it.
Tell them you want to put another shrimp on the Barbie in your worst fucking accent.
Hey, I do pretty well.
They will fucking hate you.
Hey, and I take some cue. Hey, you know what? I take some.
It's one thing I've
from-
never said to Alpha.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
You take cues from what? I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
No, I was saying I was taking cues from Monty Python because they'll do that one scene where like, "Hey, Bruce was right there. Bruce, what's going on there? Bruce, what's it's sort of like that thing." But you listen to a bunch of different fat.
Hell.
Shut. Oh, come on. No, he has a pretty good. I would say there are hard, accents where they speak down to you like this, right there. They bring the register down, right there, and then you have the females do like a high up. That do a high up right there. So he's in between. I love us. It's all good joke. That's right. We're all joking here. He's 15 hours ahead of us though, so it's like 7:30 here. It's probably like late evening, afternoon.
That
for him,
one
so.
New Zealand watcher is like fucking racists. Like, what?
Oi, get over here. Get over
Oi.
here. Over here. Want to talk to you a bit? You have a bit of a problem right there. And that's just me having fun with it. But anyway, we'll go on forever with this.
I know we will. We gotta get going.
People will be like, "This man's insane." It's like a little insane, but you come over here. You come join the crew, right? You're just gonna come through, and we're just gonna have a good time. 10:30 a.m. Okay, so it's 10:30 a.m. Okay, I apologize.
Nice.
My math number is not so good, but that's why I talk to chat because sometimes I can help out. But anyway,
Keep us in line, chat.
get the whip. Someone get the whip right there. He's a little out of line. I better stop before I get in real trouble.
Please don't hate me.
But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here. I appreciate for being here. Of course, thank you for the raid people as well, Alpha and all those. I appreciate you on your Kami-sec. And I thank you all for that. And thank you again, SVG, for coming on. I know the scheduling was a bit. I know the scheduling was a bit hectic, but we made it happen. And of course, there comes next year, so who knows where I'll reach with it. I'm hoping my next milestone is 200 different guests, and like I said, we're a little above 130, so that's 70 more to go. But even then, that's because I know a lot of content creators count their follow numbers, whatever. But that's the real number I'm going for: is how many different guests I can have on. Bros living in the future. That's right, Alpha's in the future. What's it like in the future, Alpha? Yeah. But again, don't forget, schedule for next week's coming out. Guests for Dara's Hangout Den have been. If you're on the Dara's Hangout Den community thing, you'll see the guests for next week for Dara's Hangout Den, and of course that list will be out tomorrow. Thank you all who came here. Thank you, SVG. You're always welcome to come back. Of course, just try not to bring that white lightning. Don't want to get in that trouble. Feels like Sunday. Yes, because it is Sunday for you.
This was my very first drawing, the first concept of SV Gaming.
Yeah. Oh,
on a motherfucking sticky note.
There you go. Yeah, that Scottish Viking is handsome. Yeah. We get it. I love it. Yep. You too. All right, guys. You know how it goes, right? You know how we end it. Of course, if you want to see because I use both intro and outro for his stuff. But if you want to see where this dude's stuff is at, Pogo, who is also an Australian, I believe the last point of I believe he said he lives in Perth, but I don't think anyone's gonna be able to catch him for me. One day I'll try to get him on, but that'll be a long time from now.
I see you, Your Highness.
See that? I still have no idea. Hey. There's always, you know what? There's always next year. You could come on next month. Come on, jeez. It's like I get it. Goodness. I'm trying to end the show, but anyway, his link for if you want to see where else his stuff is at, his link is down below. It's on YouTube, so whether on YouTube or Rumble, you can click on that link. It'll take directly to his channel, and you can enjoy his stuff. But I always end out on this one. Well, didn't in the beginning, but now I do. One Day with You by Pogo, and don't forget to mute your end because it will bleed into the stuff. So hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Look out for the schedule tomorrow, and be safe because I know some of you drinkers are out there. So anyway, One Day with You by Pogo. Have a great night. Bye.
Later, taters.
All you have to do is knock. All you have to do is knock.
Okay, here we go.
And we are off the air. That wasn't very good singing it.